Hail to the pod.
Can't get enough of your love, babe. You can. I was just about.
This episode is brought to you by thedolphinwars.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to King Dolphin TV, episode 374. Yet another Just Cuz episode. I am Raymond. I am the author of the Dolphin Wars trilogy that is currently in not going anywhere, and ruler of the greatest pod on YouTube. I'd like to welcome you all to this episode of Just Cuz. And I am surrounded here by the greatest panel out there. We've got Wendy Trauma Warrior.
Hello.
And we got the party Cyberman himself, Max Redstone.
So, hello, Raymond. I got good news. I got bad news.
What's
the bad news is your book's not going anywhere. The good news is your book, it's not going nowhere.
I know.
Forget about it.
I know. Don't remind me. And Snort saying, Wendy's throwing things at me again. Wendy.
Sorry.
Oh, God. That reminds me.
Colby's telling me to do it.
Mr. Raymond, what can I do for you to make you feel better about the fact that your book
I'm here tonight. I'm here with you guys. Yeah, Lenrod says, this theme song is playing in the same key as my neighbor's lawnmower. All right, so before we start with the shenanigans and the craziness, I would like to ask you that if you like what we're doing here, liking the interviews, liking the reviews, liking the shenanigans on Just Cuz, and just in general loving this channel, please like, subscribe, and like and subscribe and watch the channel. And if you are so inclined and want to keep the channel going, keep the lights on in the channel and help us out as much as possible. Let me do something real quick. My organization is working. Let's see.
What's the matter, Mr. Raymond? You married, you monetize, you publish. Everything is coming up a roses for you, my friend.
Let's see. Okay, got it up. All right, so let's see. Yes, if you want to keep the channel going, keep the lights on, please consider putting some ducats in the bucket. As Pudgy Headslog says, put some ducats in the bucket, or Mr. Raymond will say, smucker it. Oh, okay. And according to FKHC 2005, if you don't want to end up in the pit, pay up in super chats, super stickers, and a tip link here so that Snorty and Trike won't throw you into it. And also, you don't want this to happen. Pay or suffer or both. So there we go. And of course, it's not working for Snortopoopas. And he's already had to growl. So yeah, you don't want this. Oh, this is, you do not want these two staring into your soul.
Nope.
They will stare into your soul. All right, so let us begin here. All right.
Can't you
We
find
have-
something less irritating? No?
Oh
You
boy.
got toys everywhere. Go find something less irritating.
All right, we've got Pudgy Hedgehog. Come on up, Pudge. Come on up.
Hi,
We're
Pudgy.
ready. We're ready for you. We've got the cookies all set for you. We've got Swift -1. Hello, Swifty.
Hello.
There's the tip line. So if you don't want to see these two, there's the tip line. All right, and now let's go to the amazing Lifeguard Corps. Let's see. We've got Agent Pepsi 1 at her father-in-law's ranch, but had to say hello there. So hello, Agent Pepsi 1.
Hello.
We've got FKHC 2005, the prime marketing manager for the Snorty and Trike Collection Agency. We've got Legatus Legionii. We've got Lenrod. Hello, Lenrod. Come on up.
Hello, Linron. Why are you still in the chat only?
Yeah.
No, we're not playing with the damn ball. Go find something else to play with.
Mr.
got,
Lenrod, come on down. You're the next
Yeah.
contestant on King Dolphin TV.
Exactly. Right. So as we wait for Pudgy and Lenrod, neighbor is mowing their lawn. It's noisy. Oy vey.
Oy
Yes.
vey's mir. On the Shabbos, too.
Yeah. We have our producer, Sandra, the King Dolphin TV in color,
And stereo.
where available, and HD
Hmm.
if they want to.
I
A
have.
Sandra Feliciano presentation. And of course, the collection, one of the partners in the collection agency, the official dog of King Dolphin TV, Trike. Woof. He's
Woof.
somewhere. Okay. And of course, cannot forget this guy. The other partner of the collection agency, the one, the only. Oh, come on. The one, the only. You know him, you love him. Snortopoopas! Q bar. Dot screen. Hashtag roar. Roar.
I gotta take some nitroglycerin for my heart now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We saw at this so-called signing event, Snort. We saw Snortopoopas. Someone made you into a stash jar.
Stash jar.
A stash jar. Yeah. So you can put all sorts of little things into it. But the only thing is it had a purple hat and a purple scarf. Yuck.
Yuck.
Yeah, I don't like purple. And you cost $40. Mr. Raymond said that if Sandra were so inclined, she can make one cheaper than that. But I don't think she's inclined. So I'm here, you're there, and now time to introduce the other characters. Sniffles. D. Boom. And finally, the snurdy purpose, Cooper. .kiss, hashtag schmooch. Do you know, purple is cute on you. Huh?
She's a brazen hussy.
Brazen hussy. She is a brazen hussy. All right, let's get this show going. All right. All right, here we are. How you doing, Lenrod?
I am here, and I've spent too much money.
Rod.
Oh,
Went to
what
the
did
flea
you?
market.
Whoa,
flea
who are you
market?
giving money to?
Yeah.
There's money in this deal?
Well, not for me anymore. I bought like everybody had records, and I bought a lot of records.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
I need
Have a
shelving
turntable
bad.
anymore?
What now?
Well,
Do you? Do you?
Well, we did
Did you,
say go out and buy physical media, so hey.
Yeah, but you got to have a turntable.
Oh yeah, I've got the big hi-fi rig.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Cool. Oh boy.
Okay, where's
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
All right. Okay, so let's see. Pudgy, you're down there. You should be up here. Put some ducats in the buckets, or Mr. Raymond will say
Camera's
smunk it. Okay. Agent Pepsi 1 is in Childress, Texas.
Texas?
Texas. Remember those Pace Picante commercials? It's like,
New York City.
this was made in New York City. That really chaps my hide. Get the
Yeah, I
rope. I'm
remember
like, wait a second. This is an artesian organic. This is a $300 salsa, guys. Why don't you try it before you start throwing ropes over tree branches? Actually, this is pretty good. Damn. Sorry, Cookie.
I remember those commercials.
Yeah.
Oh,
Had some really good sauce today. One of the
Yeah.
guys at the flea market makes his own hot sauce, and he had at least 3 grades of spiciness there, and it was really, really good sauce.
not cool.
He was giving taste test on tortilla chips. I'm just like, I could just eat this sauce in the tortilla chip. I don't need anything else.
It's easy to do that. They can't do that down here in South Texas.
Ah.
They'll run out really quick.
I imagine.
Agent Pepsi 1 says both Paul and Steven are napping. Paul is just plain old, and Steven isn't feeling so well. Got sick Wednesday evening. Came on suddenly. At a dude ranch, enjoying riding and barbecues all day long. Wow.
Dude. Righteous.
It's still a working ranch, but Paul is slowly converting it into a dude ranch.
Dude.
Steven and I are going to take it over when he retires, and neither of us are ranchers. Well, you better learn fast.
Well, it's a dude ranch, so it's different.
You better learn how to hire ranchers.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
You're
true.
gonna need a good foreman.
Mhm.
A George Foreman?
Foreman.
A stash of nummies. Yeah, I got to tell you. Yeah, that I got to tell you about my exploits today, or non-exploits today. Let's see. Agent Pepsi 1 says, Sandra, did you smack Raymond when he posted the stunning 56-second video walking with Raymond? Hey, I don't know what's with
Walking.
YouTube.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I'm gonna bop you, Max. Yeah, 50. I'm trying to get short. I'm trying to load it as a short, but on my computer, it won't let me load on shorts on the computer, and I don't understand why. Anybody knowledgeable in loading shorts on YouTube computers, please get in touch with my technical support.
I don't even wear shorts. Pants year round, no matter how hot it gets.
Yeah.
You change your mind in South Texas. You're in Wisconsin.
I say it still gets pretty toasty here. We get 120. Heck, when I was working at my old job, it would be 130, 140 degrees in there, and I'd still wear pants all day.
We had 112 heat index earlier this week.
Ugh. We've had FKHC could FKHC could relate to this. We have had nasty weather. Yes, pretty much all week. Yesterday I was slated to fly, and we were over there thinking it would be, it could be wet, but it was still doable to do some traffic pattern work. Oh no, Mr. Raymond is flying. The weather people have to put a monkey in the wrench, and just as I was ready to leave to go to the airport, we get a tornado watch.
Of course.
Yay.
Hey, man. Even here in Paradise, we got thunder, lightning, and rain today. So it's all over. Check your email when you have a chance.
Okay.
The rain is south of us. I'm the red dot. That line below the blue dot is Mexico. It's raining in Mexico, but it's not raining here.
Yeah. So it was.
It's been a pretty mild day today.
Yeah, and almost on cue at 4 o'clock, after I already made the call that we weren't gonna fly, the heavens opened up. I'm like, well,
of course.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
It's a curse.
Hey man,
Raymond's gonna fly. It's gonna rain.
I was gonna fly too. I mean, my drone, but still.
Mm-hmm.
What always happens to me is when I say I'm going to sneak out early, we end up getting a trauma.
Pudgy!
Hey, Pudgy!
Hey!
Hey, Pudgy!
It's Mr. Raymond time. 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 It's Mr. Raymond time with Sandra too. Yay! Hi, Mr. Raymond.
Hello,
Hi, Pudgy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Pudgy!
Hey, Pudgy is here.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
All right. So.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
That was the first bad part, not being able to fly. And secondly, this happened before. We had to move all our cubes to a different part of the building, which was a nightmare anyway. And I was actually, as I was moving all my monitors and all my computer stuff, I actually looked like I was about ready to pass out, and other people could see I was ready to pass out, so they assisted me.
Oh my!
Yeah, they assisted me on that. And then when we started hooking, first off, I'm over there going, it had been maybe 2 years since I had IT hook up my docking station to my laptop. So I don't remember where half the USB cords went to.
Pudgy's very glad you clarified, because when Mr. Raymond said you're hooking, Pudgy's like, that means something.
Yeah.
Well, he's moving cubicles and, looking like he's going to pass out. So Sandra's got him working hard.
Yeah, just like Rocky Horror, he had to borrow Sandra's pantyhose.
I wasn't going to go there, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah. So
Well, there is that picture that Mr. Fett did that's floating around. Ha!
The internet's forever.
Yeah, he doesn't show that one off anymore, does he?
no. No. So then I'm over there. I have more USBs unplugged than I have docking stuff. I'm going, okay, something's wrong here. So I have IT come in and they couldn't figure it out. So the monitors that were working the day before, perfectly fine, did not work at all when I moved. So I'm over there going, okay, IT couldn't figure it out. And I had all sorts of plugins. And then IT came back and said, okay, can you try? Looks like it might have aged out. So I scarfed 2 no monitors and they couldn't. And naturally, there were no proper cables to hook to the docking station. I'm like, oh, come on. So it's a twofold solution. Cue horrible music. They are upgrading me to Windows 11.
Well, that's not bad. Pudgy likes Windows 11.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're not going to be supported anymore, so we have no choice. So they just decided to do it. And secondly, my director gave me a brand new cool monitor, one of these big suckers, so I don't have
the
to worry
super wide
about,
ones, or like how big?
It's a super wide one and curved. So
Yeah.
Pudgy's got one of those. Pudgy loves it.
I got two. I got
Thank you,
I got
Cobalt.
3 27-inch monitors. So I just need to be able to
Sweet.
see everything.
Yeah. So,
But I just gotta say one thing. From my experience, it just has to suck to have to depend on someone else to screw up your tech. You know what I mean? It's like you can do that all on your own.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I'm good at doing it myself.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, all it takes is Pudgy wanting to do one thing, and then Cobalt has to come rescue Pudgy, and then he starts losing feathers some more, and he's like, "Don't touch it!" And Pudgy's like, "Okay." But what about Murray the Spider? And he's like,
Dang it.
what do you mean, Murray
Right?
the Spider? He's been living in Pudgy's tower this entire time. He's gonna feel sad. And Cobalt's like, Murray's not allowed to live in the tower. You tell him to go home. He's like, and Murray's like, but that Pudgy's tower is Murray's home. And Pudgy's like, see, and that's the reason why you should subscribe to Mr. Raymond here on Team Dolphin TV.
Dang it. Dang it, Pudgy. I told you not to jump on top of the computer. It doesn't help any.
So that was yesterday. So bad IT, then bad weather, and then today I had a signing event. It was a combined car show, vintage car show, and craft show, and they let me come in as the lone author.
See, oh gosh.
So I was sitting there.
Did they put you next to the El Camino?
No, they were outside. We were inside. Thank God. Thank God.
I'm gonna let you finish your story, and then I'm gonna go on my rant.
All right. So the cars were outside. Nice cars. I took a video. I'm going to try to get a stupid short with that video. And then I go inside. I thought I picked a nice table, and I picked a nice table, set it up nice, got all the books laid out, put my dolphin props out there, and everybody is avoiding me. They would walk by, and they just they walked by, and just they even made an effort to look away from me. What was that?
The fiends.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
I just. Oh, okay. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, let me
Before I go
finish.
on my rant.
So there some of the other craft places got looks. The food, the yummy dessert places got lots of tracks.
Oh boy.
Lots of customers. But there's King Dolphin all by himself, looking at the walls, looking at the other people. And even when it rained, yes, it rained today, twice, hard, which meant all the drivers and onlookers of the cars came inside. Oh, do you think I would have gotten some traffic? No. No. I actually talked to 2 people, and 2 people took my business card. Not a single book. I'm like, ugh. I knew signing events were a crapshoot, but come on.
Well, Pudgy has an idea, Mr. Raymond.
What?
All right. And it's real simple. So, give the Dolphin Wars away for free with the purchase of a dozen cookies from Sandra.
Hey, Raymond, I gotta say, it's the same thing that I went through with the art fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked fun, but it's like it's fun to go to art fairs. It's not fun to set up for them. And I think you went through the same thing. I mean, you've done more signings than I've done art fairs, but it's like you combine events, you combine event genres. Like what I did was an art and wine fair. Like, okay, it was a wine festival with artisan stuff, with art stuff. It's like, okay, so this is a wine festival with art stuff. It's not an art and wine fair, and it is what it is. It's, you know, it's a venue. But as I had all this, I had a ridiculous amount of support and advantages in setting up and taking down. It was still an ordeal for me. You know, it's like people, you have to find the right type of people, and it's like you have to have an event. You have to have an event, and it's just got to be the right type of people. And if it's not, they look at you like you did something wrong. Am I hitting? Yeah. So it's, hey, it happens. It's like, yeah.
Well,
and then it's like and then this morning I go to my synagogue, and it's like, wow, well, you know, this is the place where I am a big shot. So, hey.
Yep.
Pudgy remembers going to an event with Cobalt, and we went to, it was out at the fairgrounds, and it was all these contractors, like the window guys and the siding guys and the roofing guys, and everyone kept trying to sell Pudgy gutter helmet for some reason. Pudgy's like, Pudgy lives underneath the ground. Pudgy doesn't have any gutters, but it'll filter out the leaves. And Pudgy's like, but Pudgy doesn't have gutters. Oh, you don't have gutters? We make gutters too. And Pudgy's like, where's Pudgy gonna put the gutters? Pudgy lives underneath the ground.
Hey, do you want Mr. Pudgy? Do you want solar? You want solar?
Oh, the solar guy was there too. He had free cheesy squares, but unfortunately, they set him up next to the wine guys. You know, so there's all these people stuck in a barn, with little medicine cups of wine, and they had to go back to the end of the line. So you did one sip of wine. Now Pudgy's like, it's 40 degrees in the barn. There's one space heater that's running, and everyone's huddled around it, shivering. And Pudgy's like, Cobalt, can we go home? This is boring. And then Pudgy found it. There was a cart, and the guy was making beaver tails and had hot coffee and hot chocolate and all sorts of warm things. And there was no line, and he was looking really, really sad. So Cobalt and Pudgy went over, and Cobalt dropped a $20 bill on the counter and said, load us up. And we got beaver tails and funnel cake and hot coffees. And then all the wine people, they were like, screw this. We got one little shot. Wait a minute. That guy's buying beaver tails. And for those that are curious out there, it's not actually made from beaver tails, which is a horror story the beavers tell to keep their little kids in line.
A la bear claws.
But it's funnel cake batter that's in the shape of a beaver tail, and they dip one end in chocolate and dust it with powdered sugar. And it was like, oh boy, so Pudgy's covered in chocolate and munching away. We sold more funnel cakes than beaver tails in an hour just by being next to the cart. And because there's all these older people walking by, and they're like, it's so cold because it was like 20 degrees outside the bar, and then the wind was going, and there's no sun. And there's that solar guy saying, hey, Pudgy, you want solar for your house? And Pudgy's like, Pudgy lives underneath the ground. Where's Pudgy gonna put the solar cell? And Pudgy does have a little solar cell, but Pudgy doesn't need to upgrade the system yet. And then he's like, well, that solar cell isn't going to be able to provide enough power. And Pudgy's like, again, Pudgy lives under the ground. How is Pudgy supposed to run the solar cell? Above Pudgy's house is a grove of oak trees, and it's going to block out the sun. You need sun to run solar. That's the biggest problem the Pudgy has. So, and then Pudgy said to Cobalt, can we move the solar cell up the tree? And then more feathers started falling out because he had to figure out how to run the electrical line around the tree to get up to the top. And then we set up the solar cell up there, and Pudgy started to get a little bit more power. And then the power went out because all the cardinals started to stand on the solar cell because it was reflective, and they're all looking down in it, and they're like, hey, who put this mirror up here? And Pudgy's like, can you please move? Pudgy needs the power to run the Pudgy show. And then the cardinals are like, but we're still doing our feathers. And Pudgy's like, you've been doing your feathers for the last 2 hours. Go away. And then the cardinals went away, and they got all mad at Pudgy, so they're over there chirping away, chirp, 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 chirp. And then the Blue Jays showed up, and if anyone that knows, Blue Jays and Cardinals don't like each other.
No.
It's sort of like Steeler fans and Eagle fans, and they're all yelling at each other, and the Blue Jays are like, and Pudgy can speak Blue Jay and Cardinal, and the things they were saying, and that's the reason why you should subscribe to Mr. Raymond here on Team Dolphin TV.
All right.
Let me tell you something, Raymond. From some of the stories I've heard, they're not every show, but it's like what you need. I mean, what it sounds like you need is a place where readers are trying to meet authors, and like I've heard just some of these horror stories about these conventions where they're all authors, just all authors, and it's like there's a few people readers, and they just completely screw it up. So at least you weren't at one of the hacky screwed up conventions that they were just neglecting you.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. And actually, let's go into the chat real quick.
Oh, Pudgy had another idea how to boost sales. So Mr. Raymond needs to buy an El Camino with silver flake and plum crazy with a big blower, and it comes rumbling, rumble, and Sandra's like, the engine's too loud, Raymond, and Mr. Raymond's like, no, it's not loud enough, rumble, and then pull into the space and open the trunk, and there's the Dolphin War books, and all the car guys are like, wait a minute, why are there books in the back of your car? Nice blower, and then Sandra wanders off and says, gosh darn it, another birthday where Raymond got a car.
Hey, there's another thing, Mr. Raymond. You got a Dodge Charger, and it's internal combustion. That's huge.
But I'll tell you what.
Huge.
Huge. I'll tell you what, though. In this part of the country, there is. I went to a car show last year. I entered my Charger. People didn't even look at it. It was Chevy. It was Ford. There is no Mopar love. Just my love.
Yeah. Well, Mopar. It's not your fault. Mopar's really been They're
not even in NASCAR anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they barely survived as a company.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Yeah,
Toyota
Pudgy-
took Mopar's place in NASCAR.
Yeah, that's very true. How do you remember seeing the Mopar decided to make one of those Challengers all electric, and all the car guys are snickering and laughing because they had to put a speaker box in the back to mimic the sound of an engine.
Yeah,
And Pudgy's like,
yes,
Pudgy's like, Pudgy wants to get one for one reason.
Wow.
And Cobalt said, Pudgy, we don't have 80 grand to drop on a car. And meanwhile, the wire wheel is not going to be able to generate enough power to run the car. So, but that's besides the point, because Pudgy wants to change the speaker system in the back to replace it with the ice cream truck music.
there's so much fun you can have when you can customize the engine noise.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, make it the sound of a kazoo.
Or have like
Or the
have the
Benny
type-
Hill theme song.
have the Titanic theme playing in recorder.
Near, far, wherever yuns are.
Anyway,
Yeah. So yeah.
And with that statement, Pudgy has lost the southern audience.
I gotta tell one story about Mopar, which was really, it's like there's a guy, there was a serviceman who got one of the Hellcats, like one of the really rare ones, because they started editioning the hell out of them towards the end. He paid something like 65. Oh, because the dealer markups were just ridiculous. And that got them in a lot of hot water. Anyway, this guy paid like 60. You agreed to pay 65 over MSRP for his Hellcat, and the dealer still sold it out from under him.
Oh,
I mean, this was like two years ago, but still,
that sucks. All right.
Like somebody wanted to pay like 100 over the market value then, or what?
No, it was all the money it was all the cash that was sloshing around from relief efforts and such. And
jeez, Pudgy knows from talking to Cobalt, a Hellcat is like 80, 90 grand. So if he was paying 65 over, that's like 150 to 160,000 for a vehicle. And Pudgy's like, wow. Can you imagine the amount of cookies you could buy?
I have I am so glad I got my car a week before I started going to school. It's the most boring car in the world. I have a Volkswagen Passat. I love it.
I drive a 2020 Ford EcoSport.
I got to tell you, the radio, the thing I love the most about it is the radio. It has Bluetooth, an auxiliary port, a CD, and a Bluetooth, and an SD card slot.
Nice.
I just wanted something to get me from point A to point B. It will take me back to point A.
Yeah.
Wow. So Max Redstone's radio has two Bluetooth ports. One is for the phone. One is for other stuff. And
no, one's corded, one's cordless.
Yeah.
An auxiliary port. It's a headphone jack, Mr. Pudgy. Have you ever seen one of those? Oh, I don't know if have you ever seen wired headphones, Mr. Pudgy?
Yeah, Pudgy's seen it. Pudgy uses wired headphones.
I'm being fatuous, Mr. Pudgy.
All right. So,
okay.
What about the chat, Mr. Raymond?
Pardon? Oh yeah. Okay, so Angel Pepsi One says on a dude ranch the parents are close enough, and those they would probably be well behaved. Snort says if they don't behave, you can arrange for the horses to trample them.
I just want to say one thing.
What?
One.
You've been monopolizing.
I know you're on that dude ranch, but I wish you were here just so we could talk about that King Dolphin interspatial love making. Just saying.
Oh,
back to you, King Dolphin.
You're gonna get me demonetized.
Oh, if you want me to get you demonetized, we can get that done in about 45 seconds, buddy.
All right.
Love you, Raymond.
Yeah, love you too. Paul has like 5,000 acres, and there could be many places to stash a body after they had the New York City picante sauce. Woo.
New York City.
I rolled my eyes. Let's see. I kind of thought because it went off so quick, you smacked him. I sent him a short video of Trike demanding treats. Every time I try to video Trike, he walks away, so it's hard to catch him. Snort says, "Do you raise dudes on a dude ranch?" Oh. Paul has 3 guys working for him. Hector, who's been with him 30 years, Maria, Hector's wife, who cooks and helps with the 4 guest rooms till now, and 2 short-term guys.
Are they free range dudes or are they in cages? Honest
Walking,
Free range all the way.
Walking a dog and currying a horse have different meanings to Asians. Ooh. He forgot something and had to stop recording to get whatever it was. Yeah. And it won't let me do. I've got about 4 other parts to that video, Agent Pepsi 1, that I got to get uploaded. We're planning to keep Hector and Marie. Those 2 are too sweet, both legal immigrants from Mexico. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah. Snort said it rained here all morning. Yeah. Now it's nice. But this afternoon it was raining.
We had lightning here.
Yeah.
We never get lightning here.
Raymond did it. Likely story. Raymond did it on purpose and he dished out the punishment. Let's see. Oh yeah, stir fried is great. I'm getting pretty good at it. Yes, it was. It was a big waste of time. Fortunately, I've got another event next week at the annual Comic-Con, which again is a crapshoot, and I know there's discussion about that. But they've changed the venue because they're renovating the library. So hopefully it'll be a different traffic, because the first time I went to to the Comic-Con, it was competing with a Pride Festival.
Yeah.
So yeah. And
just tell them you got gay characters in the book. Boom. You'll get the Pride Festival on your side.
They don't spend money. Sorry,
I don't
Wendy.
think
That's
that
right, they
works
don't have
unless
money.
it's trans
No.
now.
Pride
Yeah,
is.
Wendy, I love
is-
you. I love you, but Pridesters do not spend money.
That's because most of them don't have any money. They're all
I don't
commies.
I don't follow that stuff. I think they're crazy.
so yeah. And the second time, I don't know what it was. There was no competition, and I would say I did make some sales despite the fact it was a Pride Festival. So yeah.
I mean, unless you want to make like some pretty severe edits to your book.
I've edited the books.
I'm being fatuous again.
I don't know. There's some stuff in there that I think that they would find appropriate.
Yeah.
Does Pudgy need a censor blankie?
No.
We're not going to talk about those things.
Yeah. And besides, I think Cobalt's got him, and Cobalt would make sure whatever he read to you is Pudgy friendly.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, Agent Pepsi 1 tells Pudgy, I saw the cutest thing on the way to Childress. We stopped at a Cracker Barrel restaurant for lunch. In the gift store part, they had this little chainsaw with a large key.
Oh,
Ooh.
Pudgy loves Cracker Barrel. Every time Pudgy goes in the store, Pudgy makes friends, and then Cobalt's like, Pudgy, we gotta go now. And Pudgy's like, but the bunnies in the barrel have great stories. They were talking to some truckers from Texas, and they were hauling a load of something, and then the truck broke down, and then and then they had to get some guy named Jake to fix the brakes, and then Cobalt's like, oh, no, Pudgy, we have to go. Mama Eagle needs to go back to the tree.
No chicken or dumplings for a bear. Agent Pepsi 1. All false. Sandra Direct Strike says King Dolphin TV sinks his head, mutters something, and gets to work. Sandra oversees Raymond's progress while Trike does the discipline. Ugh. I keep ignoring those updates and will for as long as I can.
I'm still running Windows 7. Booyah.
I don't even have a Windows machine.
You got Mac, right?
Yep.
Garbage
Yeah,
Tira.
that
Linux
makes sense.
forever.
Pardon me?
You're doing art stuff.
Someone said garbage?
Mac products are garbage tier.
Well, okay. I'm looking to like find the hole in the Overton window. I will say this. The one thing I do not like about Mac is that Apple is that they want you to stay in their ecosystem and only their ecosystem. And I don't swing that way.
Yeah, it's pretty restrictive.
Yeah.
Windows 1, Windows 11, Agent Pepsi 1. Oh, God.
Windows 1.1? Okay.
Windows 1.1.
Windows 1.
Yeah.
And I got a $2 super chat from FKHC 2005. He says, I am home now from work. Boom.
Do it.
Yeah.
We have confirmed detonation.
Yeah, we have detonation. Car show doesn't sound very productive for selling books. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have said they were like a manual for 67 Chevelle.
Yeah.
There's
there
cars
was one
in
there.
the book, I swear. Space cars.
Yeah, they were. A Chevelle was there.
Oh, Punchy just had a great idea, Mr. Raymond.
What?
You need to print a bunch of dust jackets.
Dust jackets.
Yeah.
Put a dust jacket over the over the exterior of the Dolphin Wars books, and then whenever you go to like the car show, it's all cars on the outside, and then whenever someone says, "Hey, is this a book about cars?" Yes, it is a book about cars.
Oh.
And then you sell the book, and then they go off, and whenever they get home, and then it's like, wait a minute, what's this about space travel and space, space soldiers? And hey, this is pretty good.
Face and VDAMs and CADs.
This is the weirdest version of a Chevelle manual that I've ever read. and then whenever you go to the Comic-Con, you just need to have dust jackets, for comic book characters, but not any
They're
other.
not doing very well these days, comic characters.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the big bankruptcy with Diamond?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond. For those of you that don't know what Diamond is, they were one of the independent, but the biggest of the independent comic book distributors. They were the ones that would buy from Marvel and DC and then sell to the comic book stores.
Yeah, they were distributors. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they declared Chapter 7 bankruptcy, so they're going through the liquidation and everything. It started off as 11, thinking, hey, we can fix it, and then it switched to 7. And then another company bought them, but they bought them specifically because they wanted the one part, because they did toys as well as comic books. So the toy part was what made the company valuable. It wasn't the comic book part, and then it caused all sorts of other problems. Yeah, but so here's what you do. You go to Diamond and you say, where are all the unsold comic books? And then they're like, we got a warehouse full of them. You just have to talk to the bankruptcy court. And then you get all those comic books for cents on the dollar. and then you wrap them on the outside of the Dolphin War book, and then it's like, hey, look, it's issue 12 of Super Duper Man, and then like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. Where's this sidekick Dolphin Boy? Wait, what's a stingray? Why are they in Mars now?
As your internet lawyer, I have to just advise that you don't cross into the threshold into fraud. Just saying.
Yeah.
So,
That'll be fine.
yeah.
It's not fraud. You just have to put a sticker on the outside dust jacket that says, in teeny tiny letters, letters so small that even Pudgy can't read them, that says, contains the Dolphin Wars.
There you go.
I like that.
Oh, okay. There you go. Disclaimers.
Yeah,
That's right.
disclaimers.
See?
Just like they put on all those at the end of all those medication commercials that you see.
Side effects include death,
Yeah.
near death, partial death,
Yes.
paralysis, partial paralysis, disclaimers.
Disclaimers.
Possible brain
Tradition.
bleed,
Disclaimers.
vomiting, diarrhea,
Yeah.
brain bleeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blood
Mr.
comes out of your
Mr.
tear
Rich
gland.
Our-
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
We're gonna
All
write.
day
We're gonna
long.
write this. We're gonna write this play called "Pharma on the Roof."
I
We are
thought you
able to sell anything to anyone for any reason, and why? Disclaimers.
Yay.
Disclaimers.
Disclaimers.
Let's see. I thought you would be hit with your 59 Chevy convertible, but why did you bring your 4-door Edsel?
Ooh.
Snort says a bunch of snooty car people.
Yeah.
And yeah, they looked at me like I had the plague.
Hey, speaking of just since we are talking about car shows, I saw a Cadillac wagon decked out as Ecto One. Like this is full out 100% effort here. It sold at a classic car auction for I think it was $187,000.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The big problem that's happening to all the people that really like the Ghostbusters stuff, the original car, Pudgy thinks is a Lincoln. There's no versions left of it anymore. They've all been either converted into
It was a Cadillac.
A 1959
Yeah,
Cadillac. That was the original.
Yeah.
Cadillac. So there's no more 59 Cadillacs left. So they switched to Lincolns for a while, and then and a bunch of people, especially due to the Lady Ghostbusters, they switched over to hearses. The best one, the Pudgy side, out here in the lands that were once known as Pennsylvania, someone converted it. It was a Buick station wagon.
Ooh.
It was an interesting version because they had to scale it down. But it looked just like Ecto One. It was just smaller.
Well, top marks for effort.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Just for the people that didn't come to see you. I did. Okay. You did too. The people who came in out of the rain, hung around the entryway, and the food. Oh, and the worst thing, because this was a quote unquote family event. The kids were.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh jeez. You know what? At least the kids were well policed at my thing. I mean,
Yeah, no, these were my grandkids were very well behaved.
as Agent Pepsi 1 would say, germ factories.
Yeah.
Hey there, Agent Pepsi 1.
Yeah.
I see you out there.
So yeah, they came in out of the rain, hung around the entryway, and the food vendors. Oh, that served nothing but pork. So if I wanted to eat, well, the only thing I could eat was the French fries.
Jeez.
That's
Raymond, I think you had experienced your version of hell, or at least one of the Dante's rings.
Yeah. Pork hot dogs and pork pulled pork barbecue, and I just said, ugh. And I think they could understand. They heard my
Senor Raymond, would you like some chicharrones? I was like, what are those? Pork rinds. No.
yeah, that stinks. And I think you would have some good things at a Comic-Con. I hope so. I really hope so. I'm gonna, yeah.
We're all gonna hope for you,
Oh,
Raymond.
thank you. The last Comic-Con, I didn't sell a single book either. Hopes the change in venue to someplace with actual parking will improve things.
Yeah.
At cons, you have to balance the cost of renting a table versus how many books have to be sold to make a profit. Yeah. All I had to do was sell 2 books to make a profit.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, gosh, I mean, because since considering that this was a cashless event, I had to get a credit card. I had to get a credit card like little machine, and it's like, oh my god, it's this thing is like the biggest pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes like over a week to get paid, and it's like, I'm glad that I'm doing this as a LARF, not something I depend on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's only like I had 2 customers.
What really sucks is that the money gets taken out immediately.
Yeah.
You don't get it immediately.
And then it's like half of the people were like, "Can I just pay you in cash? You know, so I don't have to pay the sales tax." Like, yeah.
Cash is king.
This is
That's why they don't like it.
This is a cashless event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's a cashless event because like it's an art and wine festival, and the people at the wine festival are getting so damn schloss that they shouldn't have cash to begin with. So
That's true. That's true.
Anyway,
Library should
That's
be
more business for you.
Library should be good too, but no author who ever did a book signing sale got any customers at any library I worked at.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky when it wasn't a con. I sold 2 books when I first was doing All's Fair. So I got 2 books sold there at the library, but still.
you know, it's tough because like, well,
Yeah.
it's, you know, I think you and I are in this again in the same boat because like anyone can write, anyone can. If you have an iPhone, you have the world's most popular camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like
There's one good thing about Apple products. They do put good cameras in their machines.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know, and it's like I'm just, you know, I just kind of have to. I can't fight that. I can't, you know, it's like I can't fight that. I gotta roll with that.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. Agent Pepsi One says, I have an idea for the next signing. Hire a group of nice folks that look like the biker gang from Mad Max to make sure that people go and do the right thing. I like that idea, Agent Pepsi One.
hey, well that gives me an idea. It's like hire like 2 or 3 people to fight over the last book. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then when the fight's over, be like, oh, I lied. There's still more.
It's like I'm not giving this to either of you. I want someone who will enjoy it. It's like I'll buy it. Oh, you will? Here.
What you do is you get a bunch of people to cosplay as characters.
Ooh.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like you gotta watch your cost so they can quickly get out of hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what hobos are good for.
Yeah, that's why I won't do like the big cons like Philly or DC because that cost benefit ratio inside Sandra would Gibbs slap me.
Like this one show was like just one day.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $250 for the show. And then
Holy cow.
I'm not even gonna, I don't even want to mention what I paid to like print all the photographs.
God.
But it's, you know, just and then that was just a 1-day event. Like some of these art fairs are 2 days. You know, and it's like you gotta set up, then take down stuff, then set it up again, and then take down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know how people do it.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
what I think you gotta do is do a little Lee Marvin. It's like, hey, you're gonna buy a book from that guy over there. I said you're gonna buy a book from that guy over there, or there's something in my pocket that's gonna hurt you.
From the one from the Road Warrior movie, the Lord Humongous commands you to purchase Raymond's book, but I don't want to smack crack. Yes, sir, I'll buy a dozen.
There you go.
You're with me. You're in trouble with when the main suggestions are either vulgar or violent.
Yeah. The guy with the mohawk. Now you'll buy a dozen of Sandra's cookies. Let's see. The Benny Hill theme backwards.
Oh, geez.
Oh God.
I don't have any money left for after the books, Mohawk guy. That will not go well for you. I hate car dealers. They make my skin crawl. I agree with you totally, Agent Pepsi One.
Yep.
Volkswagen 4 Max. Haha.
Hey, it is the most boring car in the world. Thank God.
They don't
my
call
Fiesta
them
might
lot-
be more boring. It doesn't even have an SD card slot.
They don't call them lot lizards for nothing. Hey, Agent Pepsi One. I drive a little Nissan Frontier. Love the song. No weird stuff like cylinder deactivation, start, stop, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Sandra wanted basic transportation. It was the end of the model year and loaded, even though it was the cheapest on the lot.
Yeah, that's how I got my Fiesta. It's the very last of its kind. They don't make them in America anymore.
Yeah, they stopped making the EcoSports too, Ford. They don't make those
Pretty
anymore.
much anything that isn't a truck or a Mustang, they stopped making.
Pretty much.
Let's see.
I didn't buy it because I thought it was cute. I bought it because I just needed it to get me from here to there to here.
Wait, I'm gonna jump ahead.
I just wanted a car whose wheels weren't falling off.
My gosh. Let's see. Man, I am behind in the chat.
You better get on that.
Yes, I'm working on it. Pudgy says, thank you for the invitation, Mr. Raymond. Pudgy had fun. Pudgy will hang out in chat, has a Twitch show soon. Well, thanks for being here, Pudgy.
Did you get that?
Nice
thing
to
I
hear
emailed
from you
you,
again.
Raymond?
Yes, I did. I'm going to
Thank
bring
you.
it up.
Hooray.
Pud-
Thank you. And
Pudgy-
have a great day, Budgie. It was good to see you.
Yes, good seeing you, Pudgy.
Yeah.
Has a Twitch show soon. Okay, let's see.
I got the grandkids coming soon.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Now I get to go get lasagna.
Ooh, lasagna.
Lasagna.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yummy. Yummy. Nothing cheap anymore. I don't want to drive them away.
I paid like $1 a record. Of course, I bought $150 worth of them, but you know.
Hopefully you got some money. I'm not sure what you mean there, Legata. I mean, FK. Let's see. And everything is so computerized with all those features that are no longer optional, but included in all money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Snort will keep his paws and eyes crossed for the Comic-Con. Yeah, it's the same venue. It's the Roundhouse that we had, that I did the holiday market and froze my butt off, but this is May, so, well, this will be June, so hopefully
So switch your ass off.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
And let's see. Speaking of Mopar, Hector and Maria's truck is a newer Ram. It's really nice. Nice. The back seems large enough to be like a stretched limo. Ooh, boom chaka wow.
Wow.
Sounds big enough to carry a lot. I need to get some yard waste to the dump, but don't have anything to do in. Snorta Poopus acknowledged the explosion, as did Legatus. The bed is about 5.5 feet or so. Wow, that is big.
Wow.
That's not a big enough bed. We need a bigger bed.
The back seat, you can put someone 6'5" without much trouble.
Wow.
Snorta Poopa says, disclaimer, this book contains nothing about cars. Yeah.
Disclaimers.
Snort. if your member is hard for 4 hours, read Dolphin Wars. Oh, damn.
Wow, I wouldn't have even read that, bro. You talk about me
Dang.
getting you to be monetized.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay if he does it to himself, not if somebody else does it to him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna stay out of that one because I don't have one of those.
AKA Agent Pepsi 1 tried to put someone 6'5" in the back seat. As Lorena, I must advise you that everyone on my comic crew reads comic books or else. Side effects may include death. If you experience this side effect, call your doctor immediately.
I legit seen an ad that had something like that written in it.
Yeah.
Who have you been hiding in truck beds? Ooh. And snort. Does that side effect cancels your policy too? Oh, there are certain secrets. If your grandmother had wheels, she would have been a wagon. Them. This is a cashless event. Me. Oh, so everything is free. And that's when I was asked to leave.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, I
makes sense.
did have price tags on all my stuff, so
There's a con at the Dulles Expo Center. Well, let's see what they say about the cost. August 23, 24. Okay. Oh man, let's see. They got Micah Rooker, from Yondu. David Yost, the Blue Ranger. Amy Jo Johnston. God, she still looks as hot as she did when she was during the first season of Power Rangers. Yeah,
that was only 30 years ago.
Yeah, well,
David Yost has aged a few minutes though.
Yeah, here, let me bring it up. Yeah, I mean, Amy Jo Johnson.
Bam Margera is going to be there. Huh.
Whoa. Will he make it through? Have you seen him lately?
Rachel Lee Cook. Mick Foley will be there. Oh my. Who is Ian James Corlett? Alessandro Giuliani will be there from Galactica. This is let's see. I am looking. Who the heck is Cannonball X?
Most likely some Instagram star cosplayer.
Yeah, let's see.
Like Louis Stardust. They both look like probably professional cosplayers or something.
A relative of Cannondale Y.
Okay, let's see here.
They're just peddling their Only Fools accounts. That's all they're doing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Looks like they've already got the everything paid. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, it looks like Tim, it looks like all the vendors have been
selected.
Yeah. Oh well. And it was probably too expensive anyway. You know, the profit, the cost benefit ratio stuff. Let's see. I used to have a 2007 Toyota Yaris, super boring, but mine had a 5-speed manual.
Nice, Agent Pepsi
One. Nice. Everybody's saying nice having Pudgy here. Yay. Snort says.
Yeah, it was nice to have Pudgy on again.
Nice, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, nice having
Been
Pudgy.
a while.
Yes. Let's see. Let's see.
I hadn't heard of any of them Agent Pepsi one.
Well, One is Yondu from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's just a really prolific character actor. He's been in a lot of shows.
Mhm. The 2 Power Rangers, the blue Power Ranger and the pink Power Ranger.
I think we only have a couple of them left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mick Foley
My
is
son
the
used to watch that show. My son loved the Power Rangers way back when.
Mick
Oh, yeah.
Foley, the wrestler.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Alessandro.
He's still
Julian.
alive? I didn't think Nick Foley was even still alive. Holy
Yeah, I was
cow.
wondering myself. Alessandro Giuliano, he played in Battlestar Galactica. And you're right, I don't recognize anybody else. Let's see, full special guest here. Okay,
So I know some of these people.
Ah.
I believe Rachel Leigh was at MGC last year.
Ah,
I didn't meet her or anything. I spend most of my time stuck in my event space.
okay.
Only every once in a while I get to bump into people. I got to, Ernie Hudson? I got to hang out with him for a little
Ooh.
while a few years back. That was
Oh,
cool.
That's cool.
Nice.
He has a dog named Winston.
Ah,
Oh,
well, Agent Pepsi 1's got to go. The other 2 are stirring. Strange thing, Dipsy's been snoozing next to my chair instead of being with Steven, which is strange. Good night,
Oh,
Agent Pepsi 1. Have a great
Yeah.
Agent
weekend.
Pepsi one.
Yep.
I
Later.
did see one.
Enjoy your time at the ranch.
I
Oh, that's
tired Colby out quicker than usual. She's asleep right here next to me.
it. We're planning on going out to dinner tonight. Don't know where we're going, but I'd love to go to the family-run steakhouse here in Childress. Amazing burgers and sirloin steak.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go in the danger zone. I'm gonna see if these people are what I think they are.
Oh,
I'm gonna see if Cannondale and Louis Starless are who they think they are.
okay.
Only crayons. Onlycrayons.com.
Possibly.
Well, since I got the grandkids tonight, it's going to be chicken tenders and mac and cheese
Mm.
for us.
Ah. All right. So you take care, Agent Pepsi 1.
It looks like she does a lot of YouTube stuff.
The
The Cannondale, anyway.
Oh, okay. Let's
Does
see.
does anything involve getting shot out of a cannon?
Huh.
Nope.
Wait a minute. That's
Nothing of content I'm gonna watch. So backing away from that one. Let's see if this other gal's got an Only Fools account, because I bet she does.
Probably.
Agent Pepsi 1. Agent Pepsi 1. They've given you a number and taken away your name. Da, 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 da.
Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, I do like Johnny Rivers' version of that song. Yeah, it's a good song. Let's see.
Yep, she does.
What?
Miss
Got
Stardust
one, huh?
has an Only Fools account. Only $15 a month.
Only.
Only.
Jeez.
Oy vey. That goes without.
Just another internet prostitute.
Oh boy.
And honestly, not even that good looking. Ugh.
Mm.
Like her sans makeup is kind of terrifying.
Oh. Ooh.
But she's got these, doesn't she?
Pretty much. I say, but she's got enough makeup caked on for the costume. It looks really good, but you take that away and oof, there is nothing there to look at. Maybe put a bag over it and have fun, but that'd be about it.
Who is this?
The cannonball one?
Nah, the other one, the Stardust or whatever. I already forgot the
Oh,
names. I closed the
Stardust.
window and I don't want to see it again.
Oh,
Not worth
It was-
mentioning.
yeah.
It was scary.
Mm. That Agent Pepsi is in Texas, land of the moon.
Moo.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is
Mm.
not
A lot of moo here in Wisconsin.
true. The cheese.
Where are
Especially
you
the
in
bars.
North or South Wisconsin?
I'm in the southern part, South Central.
Oh, nice. You know, I lived in Chicago for 30 years.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I was supposed to be down there this weekend, but plans got changed.
Ah.
You're like 3 days away from me.
I could make it there in one go. I made it all the way to Raymond's in one day, basically.
That's true.
Well, technically, I
From
made it
where
back
I'm
home
at,
in one day.
Dallas alone is over 10 hours from where I live
Oof.
driving.
Yeah. I said 16 hours to get to Raymond's.
Yeah. Snort says her boobs are probably fake too.
I wouldn't doubt it. It looks like it.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're paying her bills.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dang dirty simps.
Oh boy. That's yeah.
I don't blame the Whammons for doing it. I blame the loser guys who are paying for it.
That's true.
Hate the player, not the game.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, I just hope that next week gets better.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll drive down there and I will encourage them. Like, what is next weekend? I don't think I have anything going on.
Next weekend, my nephew is graduating. So I'm going to have his graduation party. So I won't be here next Saturday.
Oh, okay.
There's like 25 graduation parties going on at the same time when I went to the flea market. There was traffic. In rural Wisconsin, there was traffic.
I can't believe they're not
Wow.
graduating until June 7th.
Yeah.
Did they miss a bunch of days or what?
No.
'Cause I know here in Wisconsin, you
I
have
don't-
enough
we-
snow days, they have to make them up at the end of the year.
Yeah, we don't really have that here.
Yeah. Maybe get like dust days or something.
No. When we get a dusting, the electricity and everything in Texas shuts down for the most part. Like in 2021. We can handle our hurricanes, but we can't handle cold weather.
Snort says, I used to live in and around Dallas. It was barely inside Texas compared to most of the other cities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah,
I need to
most
make
of the
my way
time,
down
like
to Texas.
from where I'm at in deep South Texas, all the way up to the Panhandle, it's like a day and a half, unless you want to drive 16 hours.
Oof.
Then you
Well, I've
might
done it.
make it to Waco, but you still
you're
won't
saying
be out
is
of Texas.
Drive to the Panhandle, spend the night somewhere, and then start again.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
I've done that in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is another one of those states that it just, oh, come on. Is it
It's
ever
pretty,
going to
pretty
end?
tall. We're not that tall,
Well,
though. I
there's
think it's top to bottom at maybe 5 hours from the UP down to the bottom of the state.
Mm.
And even if you go east to west in Texas, if you take the longest parts of east to west, it's still another day and a half.
Yeah. It's a big state.
It's a
Yeah.
huge, and then the majority of it. I mean, you can go an hour or two between cities, and you're just looking at road and ranch land and crops.
That's why it's the
Maybe a
Republic of
lake here
Texas.
or there. Yeah.
Oh, Max.
Said something scary, didn't you?
If I sent him something scary, he would make different noises.
Oh, this is. Oh,
It's going to get him demonetized, isn't it?
No,
No.
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 Well, then I don't want to see it. It's not good then.
Oh, you know what? Contempt before investigation.
All right. Let's see what we shall see here. This is great.
You gotta take down the chat so everyone can see it.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Looks like a movie poster.
Yeah.
Right? It does.
Yeah, it does.
Raymond, you are like the number one reason for me using generative AI.
Oh, this one is epic. Oh, boy. What do you think, Snort? That's great. Thanks, man. Snort says, damn, I look good.
You look like a badass, dude.
Yeah, you do. Those Ray-Bans make you look bad.
Yep.
Oh, could you imagine triking them too? Oh, that would be cool. Both of them in sunglasses. I don't know.
Well, my grandkids are going to be here in a little bit, so I need to get going.
Okay, you take care, Wendy.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Hi, Wendy.
Have fun.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Catch you
Hope you
later.
keep your
Bye.
sanity.
Yeah. Thanks. Take care.
You too.
Whoosh.
All right. Oh, I gotta look at that. I just gotta. Ooh, that. Snort says, "Trike the biker."
A triker?
Yeah, triker. Oh, yeah. I wonder how the sunglasses. I don't know.
They just clip on.
I told it to have both of them wearing sunglasses and leather jackets, but hey, what can you do?
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, okay, enough of ranting about things that I came here for fun. So let us. Oh, let's see. No, I didn't want. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do any of his trivia. No.
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm going to do trivia. I just do not want to. I just didn't want to. There are certain on this Trivial Pursuit that have themes, and this guy I don't want to give him any shade. So yeah. Let's see. Let me just say, if you're watching Doomcock, he's Agent Pepsi's best friend.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to. Okay, I got one. All right, trivia.
Whee!
Trivia. All right. Because we didn't do trivia on Wednesday because Alex Taylor came just in time to save us from trivia. So, hello, Swift -1. How you doing?
Ooh.
So, Matt.
So, here we go. What U.S. state has the highest percentage of residents who speak a language other than English at home?
Pennsylvania,
California,
No,
Texas,
New York,
no, and no.
Louisiana,
No,
Florida,
No.
Washington,
no.
Delaware.
Delaware.
I don't know. I'm taking a guess.
just gonna keep going down the list here. Arkansas, Alabama, Alaska,
Illinois, New Mexico,
And no
Idaho.
snort. No snort.
Montana.
It's not Arizona.
Utah. No, not Utah.
Sandra, Hawaii. Nope, not Hawaii. What U.S. state has the highest percentage of residents who speak a language other than English at home?
Michigan,
Maine,
No. And no.
Indiana.
No.
New Hampshire,
Wait, does bad English count as English?
Vermont,
Ohio,
No.
New
Arizona.
Jersey.
North Dakota, South Dakota,
No.
New Hampshire,
Xanadu?
Maine,
And Germany.
Connecticut,
No. It is.
Rhode Island.
No. It's New Mexico.
I said New Mexico. Well, I was rattling off a bunch of states. So
Yeah.
It's New Mexico.
interesting. Interesting.
AA. No. AA. No.
I figured Pennsylvania would be on the list because of all the Amish.
Yeah. New Mexico, yeah. All right. Oh, this is a good one, especially since I just saw the what quiz show bombed in Brazil when inflation kept screwing up the answers.
Who wants
Deal
to be
or
a
no deal?
millionaire?
What was that?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
No. What'd you
Deal or
say?
no deal?
The Price is Right.
Yep. The
Uh,
price is right.
Now I want you to guess. I want you to guess the price of that thing without going over, but without accounting for. But you have to account for inflation. Now go ahead, Florence.
Snort says, New York, they speak a lot of gibberish. FYI, state AA is military designation for the North American continent. Oh, okay. God, I don't remember that.
AA, All America or anti-aircraft.
Yeah.
I thought it was APO FPO. Anyway,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what all right. What U.S. Navy fashion statement bit the dust in 1998? What U.S. Navy fashion statement bit the dust in 1998?
beret.
No.
Shoes.
Tan blouse.
No.
Afros.
No.
Beards.
I thought that too, Lenrod.
Epaulets.
No.
I know they still allow beards. If you can grow something respectable in 2 weeks, you're allowed to have a beard.
Wait, what year is this?
1998. What U.S. Navy
1998.
fashion statement bit the dust in 1998? Pudgy says, the raspberry beret, the kind you get at the secondhand store.
Gosh, I don't know, Raymond.
Sandra got it. Well, first Snort said white undress, bell bottoms. Bell
We're
bottoms.
still wearing bell bottoms.
No, they
Up until
they
the 90s?
discontinued it.
Let's say they're still wearing bell bottoms into the 90s.
Did you ever watch Star Trek 4?
Yeah.
It's like you see those long shots at the end with Kirk and Spock. It's like you can tell. It's like, whoa, those pants are oh my, those pants are very flared at the bottom. Oh my. It may be here in space in the future, but it's the 1970s around those cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
What does the prescription drug Lipitor effectively lower in humans?
Cholesterol.
Cholesterol.
Yep.
In fact, I should go take some right now.
Now,
Lots of
cholesterol is
times-
important for men. It's a necessary nutrient. It's what we use to make testosterone.
LDLs and triglycerides.
Lipids.
Mm.
James Doohan never liked the flared pants.
Well, he was in the army, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's fine. He doesn't have to worry about flared pants.
Pudgy eating donuts. Oh,
Yeah.
donuts. Ooh.
Yeah. I've got special cookies sitting on my shelf right now.
Ooh, yum.
They're called monster cookies, made by the
Oh.
Amish. And oh, they're
Ooh.
good.
Ooh.
I bought like a crap ton of Amish foodstuffs, including real butter.
Mm,
Wow.
yum.
I'm gonna get fat now.
I'm getting fat just hearing it. But Pudgy says, ooh.
It's funny. I was talking with the Amish guy when I was buying it. It's like, like this stuff is all cool, special treat things, and all that. But the reality is, this is what food used to be. Like all food was this at one point in time. It's like only in the last like 50 years has it turned into what it is now.
It's like he's looking at you like you're just making the case for why we exist.
Pretty much, yeah.
Doohan was in the Canadian Army. Yes. Okay. What sports league features teams named Galaxy, Revolution, and Mutiny?
MLS, Major League Soccer.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
And the last one on this one. What youth culture What youth culture magazine prompted the New York Times headline, "Still No Moss," when it turned 30 in 1997?
Tiger Beat.
Take a beat.
No,
17.
no.
Glamour.
This is actually worded stupid.
Stupid Girl book number 45.
Yeah.
L.
This is worded stupid. This question's worded stupid based on the answer.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
What youth culture magazine prompted the New York Times headline, "Still No Moss," when it turned 30 in 1997? And the answer is, you know the old saying?
Cosmopolitan.
Do you know the old saying? A blank grows no moss.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah, that was a bad question.
Yeah. Well, hey,
No,
that's a music mag. That was started as a music mag.
yeah. What
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this? They say youth culture. It should have said it music magazine.
Yeah, that would have been a whole lot more obvious then.
Yeah. Snort says, "Not the Tiddlywinks League." Yeah. Uh-oh. Time to summon Dalek 451. Consults Heavy Metal 1981 movie. Dalek. Yeah,
Probably
I
having
agree,
dinner right now.
Snort. Huh?
The Dalek's probably having dinner right now.
It's
I'm gonna second. I'm gonna add on to what Snorter Poopa said. Rolling Stone became a dumb mag. It used to be
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
There's a time when it had meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go to an interesting fact. This one is. Let's bring this up because I found this interesting, and it does have food.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yes, nom. All right.
I wonder if there's Amish in California.
I don't know.
I feel like the answer would be no, but if California's a pretty big state, so
Yeah. Mr. Raymond, this is Bill Clinton. I just want you to let you know that I think you should do a little bit of flash editing just in case I'm in this article. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Being president outside, this is. Hey, Slick Willie, I already didn't read the trivia question to.
I know, Raymond. I really appreciate it, but I'm getting railed here with that other guy with the island. That 727. Come on, man. Help me out here. Help Slick Willie out here. I'll do you a solid later on.
Yeah.
I'll play saxophone for you.
No. Being president of the United. Okay, this is. Let's see. Surprising daily habits of U.S. presidents. Being president of the United States leaves little time for anything outside the demands of the office. But even in this jam-packed schedule, the 45 people who have served as POTUS found time for their own hobbies and interests.
I think the site needs an update.
Yeah. Well, remember, I think
suppose a couple of them did serve. We have 2 presidents with non-consecutive terms, so
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, John.
I know
John-
this one.
John Quincy Adams skinny dipped in the Potomac. Ew.
That's how a news reporter managed to get a story out of him. She sat on his clothes.
Ooh, saucy.
Let's see. He would wake up every morning between 4 and 5, walk 2 miles to the creek, and enjoy a swim sans clothing. 20 minutes and an hour each day. Wow. William Howard Taft ate steak every morning. Ooh, that make that.
Incidentally, he also had to bathe in the Potomac because he couldn't fit into his bathtub.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice steak.
I kind of almost do that regularly. I only eat one meal a day, but my breakfast is usually steak.
Let's see. His usual meal consisted of a 12-ounce steak, plenty of buttered toast, and a coffee loaded with large amounts of cream and sugar. You know,
Oh, well.
and then as he got older, he cut back to just a 6-ounce serving of steak. Calvin Coolidge rode a mechanical horse.
Wow.
He was unique for many reasons. He became president unexpectedly after the death of Warren G. Harding, and he was such a big animal lover that many unusual creatures occupied the White House during his term, including donkeys and raccoons. What about a polar bear?
Well, this
No,
was
it
back in the 20s.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt was a bear.
Mm-hmm. One of his more notable quirks was his untraditional take on staying fit and healthy. He had a mechanical horse installed inside the White House that he rode 3 times a day to lose weight and improve his liver function.
Interesting.
He switched afterwards, to avoid further ridicule, he switched to an electric vibration machine that purportedly reduced the waistline. I thought those machines with the belt.
Oh, the Tushy shakers?
Yeah, I didn't think that worked.
Nope.
Yeah, but a lot of people did, and they used them, and whether they worked or not, somebody made money.
They were fun.
Yeah. Well, that's like the CPAP machine. Just because,
Well,
I mean,
yes
yeah, I
and
guess
no,
it does work.
Yes and no, and I'll
I'll
agree that they're both annoying.
Yeah,
in their own way.
I use a CPAP. Oh man, Pudgy did it. He brought in Dalek 451, the Exterminator.
Yo,
Dalek.
Hello, Dalek 451. I am the party Cyberman.
Yeah, hello.
Hey,
Hi,
how you
Dalek.
doing,
Do you feel summoned?
I feel. I'll tell you how I feel. I feel numb.
Ooh.
oh,
No.
fall asleep the wrong way or something?
Well, maybe numb's the wrong word.
Having a bad day?
I was having a fun. I was having a fine. I was having a pretty okay day until now.
Oh.
No, there's no point going into it. You probably already know.
Hey, we've all been sharing if you want to, or if not.
Yeah, we've been ranting today, so if you want to rant.
Yeah, just all I can say is he actually did it.
Oh. Who actually did it?
Well, who do you think? Russell T. Davis.
Oh, what did he do? I'm sorry. I'll just, that'll be the last question. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. FKC 2005.
Oh no! Seriously?
What?
Seriously?
How? What?
Huh?
How?
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Huh?
You know what? I'm.
How this episode that aired today ended. That's. I don't even need to know what happened. I didn't see it. But I don't even need to know what happened in the rest of it. It's just the end.
They Dalek Shooty got. Oh God, no. No. The birthday Dalek Billy Piper?
Oh,
Good lord!
Gat was gone, but they
I'm
brought in Billy Piper. They actually
I'm not.
they
you know what?
actually did it.
I'm not going to say.
They
I'm not going
brought
to say
in
that
Billy
this is. I really think that the BBC is trying to make Doctor Who as bad as Jimmy Savile. There, I said it.
who's Jimmy Savile?
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't want to know. Let's
Okay,
move on.
yeah.
Let's move on.
Let's not move on.
Seriously. That is not.
But-
Jimmy Savile is one of the last people you want to discuss on a stream like that, on a fun
Okay,
stream like this.
Dalek, can I ask you one last question? Do you agree with my analysis of the situation?
I probably, yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm going to ask. I'm so sorry. I feel your pain. My very first memories were watching Tom Baker Doctor Who with my father, and
Oh yeah, mine too.
I've had to hold on to those I've had to grow talons and hold on to that with both hands, because you have everything that's happened with Doctor Who, and then them saying it's we have to make this place safe for certain people, and really?
I only found the thing is I only just now found out about it because I was having trouble logging into
BBC account.
logging into Twitter so I could get to the invite to come in here. But
Lord.
I'd forgotten. I'd forgotten my password, so I had to reset it. And once I finally got in, I happened to just glance at what was trending, and it's at the top, right at the top, #RIP Doctor Who. And I thought, okay, this will probably worth a laugh or two. So I took a quick look, and then I just saw several of the posts were showing this clip of Gatwa regenerating, and it's just this. I didn't even need to see the whole clip. I just saw saw the grinning face of Billy Piper, and I was like, and it's just, and oh my god, they actually did it. And the rumors were true.
Oh man.
To see the.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm there now. I'm like, oh boy. Okay. I'm getting out of Twitch right now, or Twitter right now. No, it's not the doctor. Here, I can share it but I think if I shared it, Dalek will blow a gasket.
Right.
Probably.
So he's wearing a TARDIS kilt. Is that even? I don't even know what the hell that is.
All right. Here. And it's not even a good picture of her.
It's all
the explanation for this?
It's all distorted and shit.
What is the explanation for this? That the TARDIS core brought her back from the Bad Wolf continuum that she created somewhere, somehow, way back in the day. This is all.
She looks like Jodie Whittaker in this.
You know what? She still looks like Billy Piper, but she's starting to look like Jodie Whittaker. I just said
that.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm repeating you.
Oh my god, I'm seeing the resemblance. You're
right.
I mean, it's
Man,
the grin. It's how it's her hair.
I have a suggestion.
Oh my god.
Let's watch British movies about nuclear war. It's a palate cleanser.
Oh man,
good lord.
No, and I like Billy Piper. I liked her as Rose.
I like Billy Piper. I liked her as Rose. I could accept her as the Bad Wolf.
Exactly.
She's
And
not
that-
the
I love
doctor.
Billy as Rose.
Okay. I
It's-
remember watching King
it's-
Ralph and seeing Camille Chaudhry, and that was when she was Billy Piper's age, and then she became Rose's mom, and then now Rose is starting to look like her mom.
My God.
I'm just saying, it's like, the character aged out.
Yeah.
She doesn't have that Sarah Jane Smith thing where
No.
she's like has this timeless eternal beauty.
Mhm.
I know. I know exactly what you mean. I mean, with Elizabeth Sladen, she aged beautifully. She looked,
Mhm.
and even though she was clearly older, you just looked at her when they first brought her back in School Reunion, and it's like, yes, that's Sarah Jane Smith through and
Mhm.
through.
Yeah.
Hold
I'm gonna
on,
get this off.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this off. No.
That picture was
No.
cringy.
Yeah, it is. Snorter Poopus covers his beady bare eyes. Tim says that is uplifting now. No. Okay, now it's time. Now it is time. Now it is time to stop it. Shut it down. I mean, that goes beyond jumping the shark.
Yeah.
That goes beyond jumping the shark. That is it's desperation.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's exactly what it is.
And it's like I told you, Dalek, several times. The Daleks won. I know the Daleks won. They've destroyed the Doctor, but this is not. Yeah, no, 1,000 times no.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. 1,000,000 times. No, this is just like this. Everything else that's been done to Doctor Who was bad enough. But I'd given up on the show long ago. But this is just this. I don't know. This is. Oh my God! This is like the Timeless Child all over again.
Yeah. Oh, Sandra says it well. She says, Sandra says it well. This is like sodomizing the corpse of the Doctor. And that's not something that Sandra doesn't normally say.
And I'm sure, and you know what's more, I bet my mom will have enjoyed this because for some reason she actually came and said to me last week, like, it's been really the new current seasons she's been watching. It's been really good. Why are you so against it? And I'm just like, just thinking to myself, there's no point explaining to you. You won't understand.
Mother, is good compared to what? Is good that you watch show and not get hit over head with frying pan by the end? Is that good?
Even my dad, who's been a holdout, for this long, he was saying he wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I was like, finally, one of them gets it, but my mom still enjoys it. I'm just like, why? How can anyone watch this?
Yeah.
Because it's all being written for women now. So there's still a little bit left for her to enjoy.
I mean,
they're writing for they're writing for an audience that does not stick around. They're writing for an audience. I mean, yeah, they have an audience. They're writing for an audience, but this audience is not germane to the show. It's not veteran to the show. It's not going to stick with the show, through the twists and turns. They are just fans that they're fleeting. It's just they're flippity gibberdibish. It's bullshinto.
Grimmy Werbergegger, man Jensen.
I'm trying not to swear here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
All right.
I don't even know what happens in the rest of the episode, and frankly, I don't care. This is the final straw. Like, I just can't.
I don't
this
care.
Is the This is the final nail in the coffin. It really is.
It's time to shut it.
Yeah,
Disney, it's time to shut it down.
You know,
time
I
to shut
think
it down.
Tim, it's like everyone. It's you know that you are horse food when like pretty much everyone who has watched classic Doctor Who is of the same opinion. Where it's like, okay, you need to retcon Ncuti Gatwa. Well, now you got retcon Billy Piper. You got retcon Ncuti Gatwa. You got retcon Jodie Whittaker, and you got retcon half of Capaldi to fix this. If you're going to fix it, otherwise, just pull the plug.
Maybe this. Well, I don't know about. Don't retcon Capaldi altogether.
No. I didn't say all of Capaldi. I said the Clara Capaldi. At least give him a chance to go back and get some.
I don't know about.
I am.
Okay, guys.
Maybe some of Clara, but definitely
we're all just
definitely
ranting.
get rid of the Bill Potts stuff.
Oh yeah.
We're all just ranting.
Because that's where the crap really started seeping in.
It's like this is sadomasochism. This is sadistic. Seriously.
All right. Well, let's pause for a super chat, a $5 super chat from Wendy, or $4.99 super chat, who says, "Hail to the pod! I'm adding my ducats to the bucket." Thank you, Wendy.
Did you get my ducats?
When'd you send them?
I sent you. Hold on. We will keep going. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm just impersonating Dr. Fraser Crane.
All right. Let's see. Thank you, Bane. Tim says, "Yeah, Pop Culture Breakdown will be fun on Wednesday."
That'd be 5:30 your time.
I might actually tune in for that one. I must confess, I don't usually tune in for Pop Culture Breakdown anymore. But this one, I got to at least tune in for their talk about Doctor Who.
Okay, thank you, Max, for the 333.
Gotcha. Hooray!
All right, let's.
Gosh.
Let's see. Sandra agrees with you, Dalek. Everything from Bill Potts on is a fever dream brought on by the master. It isn't real.
See,
it isn't. Hey, Max, please.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
At least let me read the chat. Agreed, Dalek 451. Everything from Bill Potts on is a fever dream brought on by the master. It isn't real, and I refuse to accept it.
All I wanted to say is, see, I've never talked about this with Sandra, and she agrees with me.
Yeah. And now for something completely different. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. Let's get back to the presidents.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Raymond. I didn't mean to get heated.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's. This is driving everybody. I'm a Doctor Who fan.
This is horrific.
Yeah, I'm a Doctor Who fan, and I don't like this.
This is just bad beyond words. What they've done here.
I grokked a Cyberman, but I also grokked some party Daleks, but I didn't want Dalek 451 to feel bad, so that's why I have my Dalek with the solo cup and Adric's Blue Star badge.
Well, here, let me cheer Dalek up. I found a meme today. That I had to save because this is Dalek. So I'm going to cheer you up, Dalek.
Okay, what is this then?
All right, let's see. All right. Okay. All right.
Caffeinate.
Remember, you are the supreme species. You will eliminate all inferior creatures. Dalek 451.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And actually,
that's really good.
if you think about it, to me, Daleks are creatures that are overdosed on coffee anyway. Well, yeah, I knew that'd cheer you up. All right. Hello, Herc 130. How you doing? Yeah, he said he. Let me log him in. Let's see. Snorter Pooper says black no cream, and he says, dude, you are so mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That I saw this and I said, no, that's Dalek.
That's tight. Very tight.
Yep. All right. Let's see about the.
Let's go back to the oddball presidents.
Yeah, let's go back to the oddball presidents. And Herc 130 says, yibby dibby, yibby yibby. Okay, let's see. Franklin D. Roosevelt collected stamps.
Ooh. Is that does that make him a philatelist?
I think so.
Yeah.
He joined stamp clubs, participated in stamp auctions, and sketched out progressive designs or prospective designs. Harry Truman enjoyed vigorous 5 a.m. walks and morning bourbon. Morning bourbon. He would start his day at 5 a.m., putting on a suit and tie, stepping out for a 2-mile walk. But he preferred walking at a rate of 120 steps per minute,
Wow.
equivalent to the pace of a traditional quick march in the U.S. Army. Upon returning to the White House, the president would down a shot of bourbon at the advice of his doctor, eat a light breakfast, and begin his workday.
Prescribed bourbon. See, that's what happens when you elect a haberdasher, when you have a haberdasher as president.
Yeah.
Back when doctors were doctors and not just hospital lackeys.
True. Oh, this one I didn't know. John F. Kennedy smoked 4 to 5 cigars every day. Some enjoy a cigar after the wedding of the birth of Charles, but cigars were more than an occasional indulgent for John F. Kennedy. He famously smoked 4 to 5 cigars every day. Wow, 4,000 cigars.
Hey, Mr. Raymond, I have to make a slight correction. That says 1,000 H. Upman Petite cigars. I believe it was more like 1,200.
Adding up to more than 4,000 during his presidency.
There were two guys. There were two guys who were bidding for his humidor. One guy, it was the editor Marvin Shankin, the founder of Cigar Aficionado magazine. That was like the peak of the cigar thing. And then the other one was a trader, a bond futures trader from Chicago, and the bond futures trader let him have it. And I think it went for like $500,000 and something.
This, of course, caused an issue when the U.S. implemented a trade embargo against Cuba in the early 60s, but Kennedy planned ahead. One day in 61, he called Press Secretary Pierre Salinger to his office and instructed him to purchase 1,000 Upman Petit cigars by the following morning. He went from shop to shop around Washington, D.C., and returned to the Oval Office with 1,200 cigars to satisfy the request. Shortly thereafter, Kennedy signed a ban on Cuban products. Oh man! So it was his fault we didn't have Cuba.
Well, he was the one who instituted the Cuban ban. Obama relaxed it a bit.
Yeah. Lyndon B. Johnson held meetings in the bathroom. That I did know.
There was a lot of things that Johnson.
Yeah.
There's Johnson, and then there's Johnson, and there's Johnson and Johnson. Johnson and his Johnson, which is called Jumbo. Anyway, that's about all I could talk about on this channel.
Yeah. And of course, we know about Reagan and his jelly beans.
Yep.
That's how he quit smoking.
Yes. He quit at 55. And he snacked on Golett's mini jelly beans, which became Jelly Belly.
I do have to say, in terms of heart attacks and whatnot, in terms of heart attacks, it was Eisenhower had a massive heart attack while playing golf. And at the time he was listening to this one, I think it was a cardiologist. And that is the reason we have the food pyramid that has like all the grains and whatnot at the top, because he convinced Ike that would be the best way to cut back on fats and proteins. And he didn't account for the fact that Ike was smoking 3 packs a day.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Lenrod, I see you got to take off. So.
Yep, it's time to go get food.
All right, you take care.
No, Lenrod, don't leave me alone with him. Oh, wait.
Don't worry, you've got a Dalek to help you.
I know.
All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Take care, Lenrod. Bye. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I like this one.
The brick with an engine.
Yep. Proof that a brick can. You put 2 engines on it. You put 2 engines on a brick, and even it will fly. I think that'd be cool to get a F4 and put it in our backyard.
Yeah. I mean, all you got to do is take the weapons off.
Yeah. And the classified equipment, which is probably because all they are drones.
Yeah.
And
pretty much. I mean, or go to Iran.
True. Let's see. Which president was able to reverse gravity and fall up the stairs?
Biden.
I don't know.
Snortopoulos knows what I'm talking about with LBJ, by the way. Anyway.
Yeah, I saw that. It was the 1940s, so you had a drink for first thing in the morning. And Herc says, Hooby Dooby came from Raquel Briggs and I talking about Hobby Lobby, and the conversation spiraled out of control, ended up as Hooby Dooby.
Ooh, thank you, Herc. It's nice to know the origin of that.
FKHC says, I have had a Cuban cigar. You know, FKHC, I came close. I myself got some pre-banned cigars, but before I had a chance to smoke it, my ticker decided to say, screw you.
I quit for dental reasons.
The heart attack was enough to say no more. And I hadn't had any since. I still have the cigars. They probably are nasty now.
No, you can always rehumidify them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I can dig out, if I can dig out them and see which ones are Cuban, maybe I can make some money off of them. Yeah. Snort says Johnson was a disgusting pig.
Yep.
I knew someone who was in Dallas on the LBJ detail.
That man. Sorry. Go ahead.
Snort says, and then there were 3. Sandra says, Ford.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. LBJ drank 2 quarts of Dewar's a day, or two quarts of scotch a day.
The other saying about the 117, the F-117, is with enough computers on board, even scaffolding can fly. Remember when Pepsi had that promotion where you win a Harrier jet with 7 million points? I think I did.
Yeah,
I think I did. And Snort says, you can use the F4 as a barbecue grill. Oh, Sandra.
Sandra.
Sandra, we need an F4 as a barbecue grill. Oh. Oh. Hold on. I gotta show this.
But Sandra, it has 2 engines, one for each of us.
Yeah. Oh. We got a trike sighting.
Aw, snoozy dog.
Yeah, there's trike. Trike. Oh, he is out like a light.
Aw,
All right.
snoozy drag.
Oh, okay. Back to normal. I think it was never really banned, the Cuban cigar, but it was only under a certain amount you could bring in. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to claim any expertise in this. All I'm going to say is I thought the answer was no.
Ah. Okay.
I once brought some Cuban cigars back from Israel. I mean, I'm for my dad, but he didn't even want them, so he just sold them to some. I forgot where he sold them, or he just gave them away. But it's like I just picked them from the duty free. It's like, okay, how much money do I have? I get the good stuff, but hey,
Yeah. Now there was at the local Renaissance fair. There was a cigar shop, and they luckily had some pre-banned. Could you imagine how old those were? We were there.
if they're properly stored.
True. Yeah. I have to take a look at my humidor. I still have it.
I built a humidor in school,
Oh,
in high school.
did you get in trouble?
No. My friend and I did it in wood shop and like one of the last days of classes, and the shop teacher was there and like, okay, yeah, go ahead, whatever. Just you got your own wood. We got your like cedar inserts and whatever. Just you're not going to break anything. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And Tim says trike and hail the trike. Yep. All right, let me bring this back. Okay. And I really don't want to get us started back on. Oh, never mind. So let's see. I got to get this picture off. All right.
Oh, by the way, Raymond.
Yeah.
I just remembered. Back onto the Doctor Who thing for just a moment.
Sure.
Apparently, even before this last episode aired, I mean, apparently there was something I heard about. There was a clip from a BBC radio show going around, which get this, the people at the BBC actually admitted that the show was too woke for even them.
Oh,
yeah, they admitted it.
I just don't know. You know, it's like, did they just give Russell T Davies free reign? And I just, wow, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
It hurts to think about it.
Yeah,
and one of the things that was said was, and I quote, "It's no longer a family show about adventures in time and space. It's literally now a bunch of memes telling us that white people are the source of all evil in the universe."
No.
Yeah,
and that's a direct quote.
Yeah. The message, the agenda has completely hijacked the show.
Mm-hmm. Now you guys made me say it.
What?
I wasn't gonna go back into the Doctor Who rabbit hole, but you guys make me. This is me. This is King Dolphin's opinion. I actually, and I do love the 50th anniversary show with Matt Smith and
Yeah.
David Tennant. I
And
thought,
Tom Baker.
and Tom Baker. I thought it was a horrible, and I love Billy Piper. I thought it was a horrible idea with what they did with her.
It was, yeah.
I mean,
It was what it was.
bringing her back that way, kind of. I'm kind of torn on it. Part of me says it's a bad idea. I mean,
She's part of the continuum.
Mm,
You know, I'll say bringing her back that way was far, far more plausible.
Well, the whole you mean the Bad Wolf thing?
Yeah,
from
the Bad Wolf thing.
from the 50th anniversary.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind. Look, back then I didn't mind that at all. It was nice. It was just nice seeing Billy back.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't really Rose.
Yeah.
But it was nice seeing her back. And
It was some sort of creation.
It was I think basically she was
the
like,
trigger for the ultimate weapon.
She was the
Yeah.
she was like the sentient. She was like a man of it.
A sentient computer. She was a sentient
She
computer.
was the interface for. She was the intelligence of the weapon that the War Doctor was trying to use to wipe out the Daleks and the Time Lords.
She was the button. You couldn't just press it.
Right.
Yeah,
But out of all the
yeah,
possible.
Yeah, the War Doctor says, "Why do these things never have a big red button?" She gave them a big red button.
Yeah. But it's like, why, out of all the companions, and especially since the War Doctor didn't know Rose from Adam, why her? I don't know.
She was okay. I'm just gonna I can accept it because she was part. You know, when she did the whole Bad Wolf thing at the end of Chris Chibnall. Christopher Eccleston. The Christopher Eccleston season.
Christopher Eccleston.
I'm sorry. I apologized. I'll flail myself later. You know, at the end of that very first season of the revival, you know, she put herself and she put the bad wolf person into the continuum, into the time continuum, and so I can accept that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could. I mean, when she became the Bad Wolf, and when the Doctor took the power out of her and put it back where it belongs in the heart of the TARDIS, maybe that could have left, I don't know, a residual of what she become. I don't know, but and that's what, and like I think it was something like I don't know, it was called, the weapon, it was called the Moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it had like I don't know, it had done a scan of the War Doctor's brain or something and looked through his memories or something, and it just found taken a form that he would trust or something like that. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I know that makes no sense because the War Doctor hasn't met Rose yet. But,
Yeah.
well, it was something that he could relate,
met
that the War Doctor could relate to
yes.
and interface with, but still,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But the point is here, it was acceptable, it was plausible. You know, it
made a weird sort of sense back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
But not now.
You didn't need to drink a
'cause,
whole
I mean,
lot of water.
I get what they were doing. They were doing the whole big callback thing with the Rose was once the Bad Wolf and all that because she said her name was Rose, but then it's like, oh no, and it's like then she says, no, in this form I'm Bad Wolf.
It was not a difficult pill to swallow.
Right.
No, it wasn't, not really.
Yes. But now, oh, Tim has a good a good reasoning. Does RTD have pictures of people? That's
keep
the only
in
possible
mind, back then during the 50th anniversary, it wasn't Davis in charge. It was Stephen Moffat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
It wasn't.
Yeah. But yeah, does RTD have pictures of people? That's the only possible answer. Yeah.
I just don't understand. You know, the it used to be that, you had great story, you built character, you had good stories, and then you went from there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the worst classic Doctor Who episodes are when they tried to push a message.
Yeah.
Case in point, Nightmare of Eden.
I don't think
Which was like the
what-
anti-drug one. Anyway, but
was that a Tom Baker story? That
yes,
one.
that was a Tom
Right.
Baker, Lalla Ward, and anyway, even though it was a bad episode, I still really enjoyed it because it had the same type of wackiness that City of Death that made City of Death good, but it was just the wackiness was just all over the place in Nightmare of Eden.
City of Death was crazy, but it was still fun.
Yeah, it was well placed frivolity.
City of Death was crazy. They have this whole in City of Death, you have this whole moment where out of nowhere you've got to. I think it was John Cleese and this French art critic standing in front of the TARDIS, and they're like examining the TARDIS like to say a piece as a work of art, and then the Doctor and Romana and just run into it and it disappears, and like the woman goes exquisite,
absolutely
exquisite.
Now I gotta find it.
It was so random but so good.
Doctor Who, 4th.
Oh wow! I gotta show this one.
I think. The Towns of Wang Chiang.
Oh yeah. For me, one of the most curious things about this piece is its wonderful functionalism. Yes, I see what you mean. Divorced from its function, it's seen purely as a piece of art. Its structure, line, and color are curiously counterpointed by the redundant vestiges of its function. And since it has no call to be here, the art lies in the fact that it is here. Then it disappears. Exquisite.
Yeah.
Absolutely exquisite.
Yeah.
All right. That picture there is a tornado water spout near the mouth of the Potomac River. That was taken Friday. It was taken yesterday. Wow.
I don't know, Raymond. I'd get into the basement if I were you.
Yeah.
It's a twister.
Yeah. That's cool, though. But it was over water.
Smoke over water.
The fire in the sky. Down, 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 down. Where's Lionrod?
Eating.
Yeah, eating food. I do gotta say, the dessert people, had some pretty good food at this car show / boring craft show. They had cinnamon rolls.
Mm-hmm. You know what I've been recently introduced to?
What?
By my rabbi's wife.
What?
Kosher tiramisu.
Kosher tiramisu. Huh?
Tiramisu, but it's kosher.
Oh, okay.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Snort says the mouth of the Potomac is a long way from anyone we know. Yeah.
It's a long way to Tipperary.
All right.
Were you like me? It's like I learned about that song from Peanuts, but I never heard it until I watched Das Boot.
Ah, God, that's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Also, fun fact about that movie: they Wolfgang Petersen's cinematographer, I forget who was, developed a rig that went through the set of the submarine back and forth, but it was so loud, Rutger Hauer and everyone had to go back and dub in their voices afterward.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, but Tim brings up a very good point in the talons of Wang Chiang. It almost, I almost want to say it's the Blazing Saddles of Doctor Who. But do you ever see Invasion of the Dinosaurs, the Pertwee episode?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say the main antagonist there, the white guy, is the one who plays Lee Sen Chang.
Okay.
But even with that overt cultural offensiveness, it's still a great episode because it has great writing and great characters. It has Henry Gordon Jago and Dr. Lightfoot, which is probably one of the best one-off pairs in Doctor Who history.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, Jago and Lightfoot.
Jago and Lightfoot.
Yeah. Did you know Big Finish actually did a whole audio series with those two?
I think I have it somewhere on my computer. I just haven't listened to it. But do you agree with me, Dalek? On I mean, that was just an explosive combination.
Yeah. I actually do. I think I have the DVD of the Talons of Wang Chiang somewhere, and I think that was one of the first classic Doctor Who DVDs I bought, if I'm honest, I don't remember the whole. I have watched it, the Talons of Wang Chiang, but I don't remember the whole thing that well. And I know there's like a good scene at the end where Jago and Lightfoot watched the TARDIS disappear. But I agree with.
I gotta disagree. Well, I mean, I have watched it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, like ad infinitum, to the point where I've like almost memorized it. The only person who I think I've virtually memorized that episode.
So how many times have you seen it?
Oh, probably 20, 30.
That's not enough.
I'm being conservative here. Dude, I recorded that on VHS off of public television.
Right. There's plenty. There's plenty of places to watch classic Doctor Who. There's a whole. I think Tubi as a classic Doctor Who channel shows nothing but the classic stuff. Pluto as well. And the BBC iPlayer has it all, or most of it, and then over here, and then BritBox has which is now part of ITVX. That's got it all the classic stuff. Well, almost all of it. Unfortunately, there is one or two things missing. For example. Unfortunately, one of the biggest losses is the very first story, An Unearthly Child.
You know, the one good thing about, well, I'll say the one good thing is archive.org. That is actually people who had the stuff, who recorded the stuff on VHS, like I did, and what they did is they digitized it, unlike me. So.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, sorry about that, Raymond.
Oh no.
No, it's you were simply distributing the news.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's this? Idea for a theme show. Ooh,
Baseball.
yeah, baseball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really want to memorize. Did I tell you I'm playing a supporting role in a play?
No.
Yeah.
What play?
It's called Sylvia. It's about a dog. It's about a couple in New York City, and they're empty nesters, and she's an intellectual teacher. He's like a financial professional, and one day he finds a dog, and the dog can talk to him.
The dog can talk.
The dog can talk.
Okay.
So it's like there's interaction, and I don't know. It was interesting. I did it. I just auditioned for it because, like, hey, and the director said, "Okay, I want you to do this character as Rocky Balboa, like Sylvester Stallone." So, okay, yo. So I did the reading, and then I'm only in 2 scenes, so
okay.
Yeah.
I've only done one play. It was one play. It was in the was it in 2000 something, early 2000? I think it was 2004. We did at the synagogue as a fundraiser.
Uh-huh.
We did a takeoff on the Lion King. It was called the Zion King. And I played 2 roles. I did a antelope. I played an antelope. And I also played Steve Irwin.
Huh.
A version
Interesting.
My Australian accent was horrible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well.
My Australian accent was absolutely horrible, but I had a good time. It was my first time in a play, and just the process of going through it from from reading the script, and then you got to remember your marks and stuff like that. I found fascinating. I can't be an actor, but it was fun for one time.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm I basically, like I said, I'm in 2 scenes, and the rehearsals already started, and I got wrangled into doing the photographs for the headshots. So
nice.
Yeah. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah. See, now you're slave labor.
Shit, don't remind me.
All right, moving on. Talking about food. Food. All right, let's see here. Let me bring up this from Interesting Facts. Oh, God. Tim? What's this?
Nah, you know what? There's things that we don't talk about here on the channel. So we're not going to talk about Mr. Raymond's Australian accent. Instead, you're going to get mine. And that's fair dignum.
Tim, the dog can talk. Is the dog related to the dog that talked to David Berkowitz? Huh?
No. I'm going to say no.
Yeah. Tim, maybe 10 years ago, I could do a halfway passable Australian accent. I don't think my 64-year-old throat can do it. So I wouldn't even remember how to set up an Australian accent. Crikey!
Well, you just go to think
Crikey!
You just go to think about whole. You just go to think about crocodile.
Max, I'm gonna mute you. Let me try. Crikey! This is about all. No, forget it.
Hi, Ryman. Where do you place your shrimp?
In the Barbie. Shrimp in the Barbie. What?
That reminds me of the times I've actually been to Australia.
Yeah.
Like I was getting, and I was get, and we were at an airport, and we were actually we were trying to get, we were between flights trying to get, because I think this was during the first time I went to Australia. Yeah. And we were getting connecting flights from one part of Australia to another because we were basically on a 3-week tour of it.
Nice.
We stayed in Perth for the first week. We went to Sydney for the second week, and then we went to I think it was Cairns. Yeah, Cairns in the Northern Territories. So, for the third week, and that was mainly just relaxing. I think we actually went on a boat trip out to see the Great Barrier Reef during that week.
Oh, nice.
And I remember, I'm not sure which flight it was, but I remember the whole thing where apparently where Australians all say "good day." But I didn't know if they actually said that there, but as we were getting on our plane, walking to walk down the walkway to our plane, and but one of the staff, one of the flight attendants, he actually said "good day" to us. I was like, wow, they actually say that here.
Good day, Mike. Good day, Mike. There, that's the extent.
Yeah,
There you go.
Good day, Mike. Oh, hey, I actually got it. All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Like I said, my older throat is probably. But let's talk about food.
Let's.
All right. Which country produce? Let's see. Do I have it? Yeah, no, I gotta share it. All right. Let's see here. Which country this is from Interesting Facts. Which country produces the most of your favorite foods? Of course, since we talk food here, we'll talk about where our favorite foods are produced. Not all countries are agriculturally equal, and a handful of places, China, the US, India, and Brazil, dominate global food production and exports. Yet smaller players also contribute to stocking the shelves with our favorite foods, thanks to native plant species, environmental factors, and infrastructure investments. Take, for instance, Canada's abundance of lentils or Peru's booming quinoa industry. Here are 13 foods and their top producing countries. Do you know where your favorite snack comes from? All right. First one, Turkey. They do hazelnuts.
Ooh.
It counts for 72.9% of the total global supply. Next is Italy, which is only 20%. 60% of the crop comes from the eastern Black Sea region. Next, Indonesia, coconuts. Indonesia edged out the Philippines as the top producer in the world in 2019, growing about 19 million tons versus the Philippines' 14 million tons. Although the Philippines is the top producer of coconut oil. All right, next one. Madagascar, vanilla. Ooh. If you love the smell and taste of vanilla, thank Madagascar. Though it originated in Mexico, 80% of the popular spice is now grown in the East African country. Costa Rica, pineapples. Costa Rica leads the world in pineapple production and exports. They generate $1 billion US a year for their economy. Wow.
Wow.
Pineapples. So for those of you who like pineapple on pizzas, you've got Costa Rica to thank. Mexico, avocados. Avocados have become so ubiquitous in food culture that their consumption was once cited as a reason for millennials not being able to buy homes.
Huh.
But before they became a so-called luxury grocery items for hip young people, avocados were a long-running staple of the Mexican diet. And Mexico is the leading avocado producer and exporter in the world. Avocados weren't always so popular because outside of the native land, it wasn't until a PR campaign and a Super Bowl commercial in the early 90s that guacamole became a game day special or staple. Peru. And I'm going to I'm probably not pronouncing it. Quinoa.
Quinoa.
Quinoa?
Quinoa.
Quinoa. It was touted for its health benefits. Okay. All right. Okay. Canada, lentils. Canada Saskatchewan produces 65% of the lentils. Wow, I didn't know this. Nigeria produces yams. Over 60% comes from Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't buy this.
What?
Brazil.
Oranges?
Top for oranges.
Interesting.
Yeah. You may think that Florida, the Sunshine State, could be a contender for one of the orangest places in the world. And at one time, it was the world's top producer. But Brazil takes the title now, growing 30% of the world's supply, with 94% concentrated in Sao Paulo. Let's see.
You know, after trading places and then working in the commodities business and learning how like frozen like orange juice is made, I'm like, I can't use it's like it's like for me it's like fresh squeezed or not at all.
China, I don't know when I said that. The stream is starting to act up for me anyway. Hold on. Sandra, is everything okay? Okay. All right. Maybe a glitch on Snort side. Let's see. So, and Germany. Oh, wait a minute. Wisconsin's going to have an issue with this. Of all the cheese-loving countries in the European Union, France and Switzerland are no match for Germany's 2.2 million tons of cheese. Most of the product stays in the EU. Outside the European market, the U.S. was the top cheese, the big cheese, so to speak, importer, accounting for 17% of the exports outside of the EU. Japan, Switzerland, South Korea, and Saudi Arabia are the other top importers. So what kind of cheese is Germany making the most of? Fresh cheeses are incredibly popular, from Schnittkäse to mozzarella. But the semi-hard, all-time favorite Gouda cheese is the most produced cheese in Germany.
My favorite cheese is called Sato Shenore.
Where's that?
It's Italian. It's Italian, and it has black truffle, and It has black truffle in it, and it's encased in volcanic ash.
Oh, wow.
It's ungodly expensive, so I barely ever have it.
Vietnam is pepper. Black peppercorns is one of the most essential spices for any household pantry, and Vietnam is to thank for nearly half of the world's output. And Italy does artichokes. Italy's contribution to the agricultural are modest, but the top producer of this classic, if not divisive pizza topping. Artichokes are native to the Mediterranean region.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
All right, so that is, let's see, anybody else? Oh, India does mangoes.
Really?
Yeah. It's probably not a huge surprise that India takes the top spot on the list of the world's biggest mango producers. The tropical fruit is native to the region and accounts for 50% of the world's supply. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, but what you might not know is mangoes from India only became an export available to the U.S. in the late aughts when President George W. Bush reportedly allowed the import in exchange for India allowing Harley-Davidson motorcycles into the South Asian country. Wow.
Motorcycles for mangoes.
Yeah, what a deal.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, what a deal. Okay, let's dump on to that. Okay. Oh, Tim. I hope not the cutting cheese type.
Only if you do it with a wire.
Pohnpei, an island in the Caroline Islands, makes good black pepper. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay. Let's see. All righty. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's do some Chucky memes.
Okay.
Hold on. Gotta share it. Okay, King Dolphin, share it. All right, give it that. And go to present, share screen. Go to my Chucky names. I still love that picture of Snorty and Trike. But it wouldn't let you do sunglasses for Trike.
Well, I just went off I can try and go back and do it again, but I'm just going off of whatever Adobe gave me.
Okay.
I can try again.
Okay. The only time Chuck Norris was wrong was when he thought he made a mistake. Oh. Chuck Norris outran Usain Bolt in a 100-meter dash while running backwards and juggling chainsaws. Ouch. Well, if anybody can do it, it's Chuck. Those AIs are pretty bad. Those AIs of Chuck are pretty bad. Chuck Norris sleeps like a baby on Elm Street. Oh, Chuck Norris can make a Happy Meal cry. I forgot what the caption in is that.
Ding,
I
ding,
don't have a
ding.
banner up. I don't have a banner up. Let me see. There's no banner up.
I didn't say there was.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I sent you the. Oh, okay. All right. I got a trike video that Sandra sent. All right. Let's see if I can get it going here. All right. Let me first. Let's see. Let me. All right. Where is it? When did you send it?
Yesterday.
Okay.
It's in your email.
All right. Got it. Oh, I think I told you it wasn't coming up. Let me see.
You have to hit the unmute button.
No, I mean it won't download. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay.
I just realized the time. Dang.
Okay. Well, let me do this first, Dalek.
No, no, actually, if you heard me say that, ignore me. I was just thinking about. Just reminded of something completely unrelated.
Okay.
I heard nothing.
They hear nothing. We see nothing. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works.
Oh.
Trike yelling at his mother. Let's see. Let's try this again. I love that whistle. Oh.
Oh.
He doesn't. He doesn't stay put for a for long. But that was Trike letting himself be heard. I love that little whine at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, all right. We're working with Adobe AI.
Oh, okay. See, my question is, I haven't been able to figure out that once you do an AI, can you go back and edit it?
It depends on what you're using to generate. Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Save this. Save this.
Chuck Norris drove his expectant mom to the hospital when he was a fetus. Oh. Oh.
Oh man.
That was it. Okay. I also have another joke. All right.
JPEG.
While he's doing that, what do you call a parrot that flew away? What do you call a parrot that flew away? Yeah, I figured it out, Snort. I'm trying to wake up the chat with a joke. I've got parrot theme jokes. Okay. What do you call a parrot that flew away? A polygon.
Polygon, I get it.
Oh wait.
I saw it for a second.
Wait, hold on. I'm bringing it back.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I like this one.
Yep.
I like this one. Guys, there it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See,
I'd be afraid of these two shysters. Send it, Max.
it's all about the prompt.
Yeah.
It's like a photorealistic image of a pit bull terrier and a polar bear, both wearing leather jackets and Ray-Ban sunglasses, staring at the viewer menacingly.
So
That is so cool.
that is so cool.
What do you think, Snort? Oh, that is awesome. Yes. Oh. Okay. Let's see.
I'll give a. Wait, we'll do one other.
That
it's kooky. It's just kooky. What here, I'm gonna take this. I'll send this to you in a second. But
Okay.
it is kooky. What share screen window share.
Okay. I have this one. Okay,
You know, it's interesting. We do these things all the time now. It's a matter of course, and it takes almost as much energy to charge your cell phone as it does to generate 1 to 2 of these images.
Okay. Well, there's this one that you did during the flying one, during the flight show. Ha! Snort gun.
Yep.
All right, there's that one. That looks like Porco Rosso. The plane from Porco Rosso.
Interesting.
Porco, yeah. He says, "So cool we be." Yep. Oh, let's see them.
I guess it kind of resembles Porco Rosso.
So it's just
Yeah,
it's you have to use the right prompts because then it's like this. It generates 3 images at a time, and then here's the second one. I don't know who this. Who does that look like? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe I thought Pitbull, but it's also funny. And then you can just tell it to generate again.
I love that one. But I don't think that's no, the ears
It's
are
not.
not like the ears are
I mean, I don't. It's. Ooh,
Oh, I like that one.
yeah, me too.
I like that one.
All right, we'll save that one.
Yeah, say that one.
Anyway, that's
That could almost be like. I mean, oh my god! Just had a funny thought. If they were both wearing, if they were both wearing wearing the suits and it could almost be it'd be like no, that wouldn't work because they have to both be bears.
save as.
I was just
Save.
thinking they could be bears in black.
Yeah.
Or
Like some sort of sequel to some sort of remake of Simon and Simon.
or what do the gangster protection? Oh no, they wear suits. I like the leather jacket.
See, save as. Oh, can save
Okay,
and
while you're doing
copy.
that, when you're doing, let's go to the next joke.
JPEG.
What do you,
Oh, do I need to?
Go
Do I
ahead.
need to stop my screen?
Oh no, I get it.
Okay.
Snart says, "Who's the chickadee?" I don't know. We can't figure that out. Okay.
I'll send that one to you, Snortopoopus. That's. I'm gonna do one more round.
What do you get when you call? What do you get when you cross a cat with a parrot? What do you get when you cross a cat with a parrot?
A catastrophe.
No.
Carrot.
Yep, you got it, Dialect. A carrot.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That one was too obvious. That one was too obvious.
Ooh. Snort, you dog. You are the bear. You are the bear. Why are two parrots better than one? Why are two parrots better than one?
There's a pear joke here somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna try and give the chat because I think they're just so baffled, or they're so impressed with Snort being very, very dapper and cool. Okay. All right. The answer to why are two parrots better than one? One parrot can't carry a coconut, but two can.
Oh.
I think that one is pit worthy. Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
So yeah. So we're now at 9. So we got.
The thing is,
someone's
ooh,
got a bear
whoa,
hug.
boom chaka wah Snort.
But I don't know. This is like raccooning. I like this one.
I like that one too.
I just sent you 2.
Okay.
I'll have to go back and save these, but I will keep them.
It looks almost like a big white dog than a bear.
Looks like you're looking husky.
Yeah.
Husky Snort.
Okay, let's see. Messages.
All right. I will save these. None will go to waste.
All right. Okay.
And that's what I pay my $9.99 a month to Adobe for.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't. Okay, what do you call? No. Okay, we did the carrot. What do you get if you cross a pigeon and a parrot?
A ferret?
No. What do you get if you cross a pigeon and a parrot? Voicemail.
Oh. Hey, what do you call a very rude bird?
What?
A mockingbird.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And the last parrot themed joke. When does a teacher carry birdseed?
I don't know. Why? When?
When does a teacher carry birdseed? When there's a parrot teacher conference. Oh. And I think on that note, I'm going to shuffle to the pit.
Why do seagulls like to live by the sea?
I don't know.
Because if they lived by the bay, they would be called bagels.
Oh dear.
You're welcome.
Well, I think I'm going to have. I think I'm going to have company at the pit.
Yep.
So, the pit. Oh dear, oh me. Let's see. this that. Share screen. And the pit.
Das Pit.
Das Pit. Okay. Let's see. Let me. Okay. Yeah, because Trike does not have the ears that stick up. Snoopy did.
Hmm.
Yeah, Snoopy did.
Well,
Trike,
you
Trike's
know,
got the droopy ears.
all it is just big data mining. So
Mhm. What's this? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. This one. Hold on a second. I gotta send this one to me. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on a second.
hold on.
Let's see here. Got it. Okay. Got it. I had to send a message to my producer. All right. So pit. Let's see. While I'm waiting on the email.
On the way.
Okay. Let's check another. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, let's see. When Chuck Norris swims at the beach, the lifeguards blows the whistle for the sharks to get out of the water.
Ooh.
Yeah, instead of shark, it's Chuck. And Tim sent me a meme. Let's see what meme is. Oh, Tim. Tim, that's awesome. All right. Let's see. Let's stop that and let's go to from FKHC. In the 17th century, people were so baroque they were looting in the streets. Oh, Tim. Burn it. Oh, that was. They were looting in the streets because they were so baroque. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Any more memes? Okay. I like this one. Yeah, Tim. To the pit.
To the pit.
To the pit. To the pit.
To the pit with you.
Let's see. Okay. Chuck Norris once told a joke so funny that seagulls are still laughing at it day and night all over the world. Oh. What the?
Sorry about that.
Okay. Oh dear. That's funny. That one's okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. Next time Chuck Norris.
That's good.
Yeah, next time Chuck Norris asks to borrow some sugar, just say yes. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. Snort got him.
Hooray.
Yay. Me got him. This crane tried to lift Chuck Norris. Let's see here. If Chuck Norris kills you in your dream, you wake up dead. Oh. Let's see. That would hurt. I'm sorry, that would hurt, even for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris sleeps with a pillow under his gun.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's taking it too far.
Yeah. Yeah, they're digging.
So I'm going to share my screen again. Share
Oh,
screen.
yeah. I mean, I don't even actually properly know who Chuck Norris is. I've only
you
vaguely heard. I've only vaguely heard of him.
Oh my.
He fought Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Yeah, he fought Bruce Lee a long time ago.
So I did a couple interesting ones, a few
Okay.
more. See, I'm trying to do it individually because it's hard to do like if you do them individually.
Ooh,
They
I
get-
like that one.
Yeah.
Badass trike. Ooh. Now what is that? A combination of
Well, I said a photo originally. I said a photorealistic image of a pit bull. I basically tweaked it a little instead of saying like Ray-Ban sunglasses. It's like, and then the bear's in a flight suit with a flight helmet or a Top Gun flight helmet.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't, it's you jingle jangle with it.
Yeah.
Until it gets something right.
Okay.
Like.
Okay.
See, like here, I tried to put a fighter in the background, so.
And it probably came with a boxer. Let's see.
Yeah, this is
Wow,
a little bit too butch, but hey,
Let's see.
I don't know. It's
Nah.
actually kind of fierce. So
Hold on.
Anyway.
I got to. Yeah, let me show. It's okay. Let's see. Go to here.
go to here and then press this.
Yeah. Kick the computer screen.
No, don't kick it. Just knock it on the side.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. There we go. All right. Here we go. There we go. This is how big this guy is.
Wow. Mega dog.
Yes, he is. Mega dog.
Mega dog.
Nothing
Beef.
inside.
And that's a queen size bed. A queen size bed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I sleep queen size, so wow.
Yeah.
Wow. He's
Yeah.
almost cattle.
Almost cattle. I like that.
Here's a side of beef.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's nearly impossible to move when he's in that state.
You need like one of those pizza spatulas.
Yeah. Huh. Super doggy. Snort says, "Hail to the trike." Oh, you gotta see this. Hopefully, he'll stay like this. Yeah, there he is.
Aww.
Oh,
Trike. There he is. Ah, yeah. Hail to the trike.
Aww.
Good boy. What a good boy.
that's
That's
a
the
dog.
first-
That's a dog you wrestle with.
Uh-huh. And probably lose.
I didn't say you'd win.
Uh,
I'm just saying that's a.
Hurt 130 is back. He had a caffeinate.
Anyone here King of the Hill fan?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well,
I saw,
for
yeah.
anyone who is,
I saw a little bit of King of the Hill very long time ago, but I definitely wouldn't say I'm a fan of it.
okay, they're bringing it back. It's a
I heard.
revival, August 4th.
Oh,
I'm kind of looking forward to it because I always felt bad that the show. I think the show retired with a lot of it had legs. It had stories to go.
Mm.
Anyway, just thought I'd mention it.
no, Tim, I can't pick him up. Not without major injury to the back. Oh, okay. He's had his 15 seconds of fame.
You need a Hoyer lift.
Yeah. Try. That's a dog that will protect you. Actually, he's a big marshmallow. I think if push came to shove, he would protect.
A marshmallow.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
And, I remember we were talking about Mega Fortress, and then I said that there was a movie it's called Mega Force.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe Mega Farce.
Mhm.
Anyway, it had Barry Bostwick and was it Persis Kambata, the one who is Lieutenant Ilea,
Mhm.
and Edward Mulhare, who played Devin Miles in Knight Rider.
Mhm.
Anyway, it had a budget of $20 million and made $5.7 million. Complete failure.
Mhm.
It was a Canon picture directed by Hal Needham, who directed Cannonball Run.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I and they had rocket motorcycles. It is Delta Force meets The Naked Gun.
Ah,
But I still highly recommend it.
oh, okay. Okay. Oh, what's this?
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. No, I have not seen that.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Okay.
Well,
Oh, right. What is this? A new cycle of 3? The actress that played Luann on King of the Hill was so pretty. R.I.P. Also, the actress that played Adam's wife Eve in Northern Exposure passed away today. Sad. Well, okay, let's see. The latest cycle, we lost Norm,
Loretta Swit.
and I thought, and I thought there was a third.
Well, that's the one from Northern Exposure.
Okay.
Anyway,
Of course, we had Joe Don Baker too.
yeah.
But
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
last-
yeah. That he slipped away too quietly, you know. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, you've got to go. Do you got anything to plug, Max?
Holes in the Dam.
Okay, that'll work.
All right, I will be off. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
All right, I will see you all later.
Take
And
care, Max.
I'll send you those pictures later on. I will.
Right,
They will not be. They will not go away.
All right, sounds
All
good.
right. Have a good day. Bye.
Take care, Max.
Bye.
All right. Let's see here. So it's just you and moi, Dalek. What's this? What's the? Oh, hold on a second. What the? Okay. I'm not sure what this is, Tim. Herc dropped a new car restoration video on my Mach 1 for life. Cool. From the movie Max was talking about. Okay. Okay. Guys in the chat, what do you think? Oh, Megaforce. Okay. What do you guys think of of the chat showing up on the little corner on the screen? I've tried it a couple times. I'm kind of, and then I saw Jill do it. I saw Jill do it on her stream yesterday. Oh, okay. So you guys like it? Okay. And at least then I can look at, then I can bring up one that I want to show like this. It's good for me when I watch on my TV. FKHC 2005 is a genius. Yes, he is. And Snort says, Ishoki. Yeah, I think it's kind of growing on me. I think it's kind of growing on me.
I agree. It's potentially it is a good idea, but I see what they're going for with it. But it could be done a bit better.
Yeah.
Like for example, it could be not just stuck in the corner like that, or it could.
You know what it would work. You know the scrolling thing on the bottom of the screens, the ones that you can make the banners, the lower banners,
the tickers.
Yeah, the tickers. I'd say this would work as a ticker if they set it up as a ticker.
Probably doing it like this. Yeah, it probably would work as a ticker. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how they'd be able to do it, but I think that would probably work.
I've actually been thinking of temporarily going back to using StreamYard, because at least for maybe just this week, because otherwise with how how expensive
Yes.
StreamYard is now, and that's the main reason I stopped using it. It was just too much.
Yeah.
But
Especially like with me, I don't have to deal with the Duck of Doom. And I can add more people. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I haven't gone back down.
Yeah, because you keep paying for it. You can have the maximum 10 people in the studio. I know.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm thinking about it going back is perhaps, well, it is that the scrolling chat in the corner thing. I actually kind of want to try that myself. And if there's any other new features, might like to see what they're like. And StreamYard has actually been, for a while now, Stream has actually been offering me basically a week's worth, a free week's worth of I think it's the advanced plan.
Yeah.
So basically, I'd have free access to everything, to all the features in StreamYard for a week.
FKHC says, when I'm in the shop and I got the stream on the big screen, I can't see the chat unless it's done like this. Yeah. And he laughs at the Duck of Doom.
I mean, yeah, I know StreamYard's far from perfect, but honestly, I think I'd prefer, if I'm honest, I think I'd prefer to use this than the other thing I've been trying to use.
Oh,
yeah, this Streamlabs Talk Studio that I've been trying to use instead. It has a lot of. Oh, hi, Fez.
Hey, Fez, how you doing?
Guys. Sorry,
It's about
I'm
time.
late. I've been setting up for the last hour for tonight's stream with Thet. You'll see on the stream what I mean. It's been weird.
You've become famous, and now we barely see you.
Oh, you'll see me more.
Yeah.
Things are calming down now.
Yeah.
But what did I miss? Anything good?
Yeah, well, we've been showing more of the Snortopupus and Trike collection agencies. There are some more pictures on that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me bring up an example. Yeah, there's one. Let's see. We got. Hold on a second. So, what's Fett up to tonight?
Well, tonight, usual discussions and this and that, plus my guitar collection.
Oh, cool.
Which, sneak peek, if I can make this work.
Oh, nice. That's an Ibanez.
Yep. Well,
I can tell because it looks like mine.
The black one, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that's a Dean.
Oh, okay.
Probably the same factory, though. But, yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff there I can't see right now or get on camera because the amp is in the way, and one of my cords is shorter than I want it to be. I think it's the printer. Oh, well. So, nice.
Yeah. Actually, this one I like the best. Let's see.
It's Samuel L. Snortopoopas.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this one. And then commiserating about the doctor.
Hmm. Yeah, is that dead now or what?
Probably.
Well,
Okay.
well, officially the last episode of Gatwa's Run and it aired today.
Ah,
So that's over at least. And
All right.
and
well, as Reagan, I think it was Reagan, said, our long national nightmare is over.
I don't know.
Well, one of them.
Okay, so there.
Nice.
uh,
I like it. I like it a lot.
Snort says they're obsessed with a bear. It's embarrassing. Oh.
Oh,
I ranted about the non-performing between the weather, which you know about, between the weather and my non-performing signing event today.
oh,
I wish I'd gotten in while Pudgy was here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Pudgy
Well,
was here.
Yeah, Pudgy was here.
Aw.
He actually channeled. Here, let me go back up if I can. Let's see. Pudgy. This is what Pudgy said. Time to Simon Dalek 451 and Salt Heavy Metal 1981 movie. Dalek. And just when I put that up, you appear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. I was so
Speak of the-
Yep.
Speak of the devil, and the devil appears.
Yep. And then show this picture. Let's see. And this is the secret of the Daleks. This is the secret of why the Daleks are the Daleks.
Ah,
Caffeinate.
Oh yeah.
nice.
Caffeinate.
Is that a real thing? Is that available?
I'd like it to be.
That would be so cool.
There probably is something like this. I mean, I know there's such a thing as a TARDIS teapot. Why not a Dalek coffee
Ooh.
maker or whatever?
Well,
this
let's
is?
see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me Google If Industries. Let's see.
Make some
Yeah.
Dalek deep roast.
I mean, that just looks. I mean, honestly, that just looks like a photoshopped image of Dalek Sec.
Let's see. If Industries. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's an invent. Okay. Yeah, it's probably a Photoshop because I can't find it. That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
Why is
You know,
this?
especially if it shot the coffee out the top with the two glass pieces there.
Why is this thing so
You know,
hot?
and shoots the milk and sugar out of the two guns on front.
It's from Pinterest. Okay.
Mm.
So it's a Photoshop.
Yep.
Oh, Clint Eastwood turns 95 today.
Good
Wow.
God. He's
Wow.
still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
And of course, Hot Lips passed
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's sad.
Yeah, that is. And and they showed a recent picture of her. She still looked pretty. She still
Yeah.
looked pretty knockout.
Hey, it's amazing what you can do with a paintbrush.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay. Wendy and Lenrod were here, but they had to go.
Ah,
But that's, I think, what you've missed.
okay.
Yeah, I was pissed at not making a single freaking sale.
Oh, Jesus.
And next week, well, a week from today, I'm doing a Comic-Con, and so hopefully with a new venue, it'll be better. I'll make something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make the table fees from both.
Yeah, that would be nice to at least break even.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
plus you add in the gas you spent.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I know disappointment myself, so I feel for you, brother.
Mm-hmm. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's new in Dalek Land?
I'm not sure what to tell you except the sheer level of
I think, actually, Dalek, I think it's best that I show him. And
if you must, Raymond.
Oh, come on.
You're going to probably throw something at the screen when you see this.
No problem. I got chewing
Trust-
gum.
Yeah, I think you will too.
Yeah.
Wow. She's cute. What is she?
Don't you know who that? Don't you know who that is?
Nope.
Billy Piper, Rose Tyler, from the Eccleston era.
Oh, okay.
And she is now the Doctor.
A blonde? Again?
Yeah. I like.
At least she's got a better smile.
Yeah. No, she looks like Jodie Whittaker. With
Really?
that smile. Yeah.
I haven't seen Jodie Whittaker in a while.
Yeah. Look on the lower corner on the chat there. The Dalek falling down the pit. saying, I can't.
I know what happened there. Snortapoopa said, Dalek, tell this joke. It'll be great.
Yeah, the Dalek going into the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know where that's from, right? That shot of the Dalek falling into the hole like that. You know where that's from?
Nope.
That was
a
from
Smith episode.
what?
That was a Matt Smith episode, wasn't it?
No, that's not from a Matt Smith episode.
Oh.
That's from the 1960. I think it's like 1969 Peter Cushing movie of the Dalek invasion. Dalek invasion of 2150 AD.
Okay.
Cool.
That's from the end of the movie where basically they divert the Daleks the Daleks bomb that was gonna extract the Earth's core. It gets diverted down this shaft that it explodes and then it releases this incredibly strong magnetic field that basically starts pulling the Daleks into the center of the Earth.
I don't think they'd like that very much. It's kind of hot down there. It melts metal and kills things.
Yeah. Oh gosh. It's a
really pretty spectacular ending. The Daleks are either getting pulled down holes or crashing into things or even getting one even gets flattened into a pancake and everything's exploding. It's insane, but it's good insanity.
Sounds awesome. It kind of reminds me of that Wile E. Coyote episode when he has the magnet and everything comes at him. But taken to extreme in live action with Daleks, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Let's see.
Cool.
So, what time is the usual 9:00?
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess at this point we probably need to do.
Trike notes. It's time for trike notes.
Hey, Trike's been getting a lot. Trike's been getting a lot of play past couple nights.
Mm.
You got play on the Dumacorn race.
No kidding.
Yeah, check it out. I have to check it out too myself. Sandra told me about it. I went to, for today I missed all of Frolics last night. Well, most of Frolics because I went to bed at about 11. I'm like,
I thought he didn't do those anymore, the Dumacorn races.
he does those very rarely.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, just as a kind of change up thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wouldn't know. I don't really watch Friday Night Frolics anymore. I got bored of it.
One more people walking.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to.
It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. Yeah, with Mr. Raymond and Sandra too. It's time for show notes. We're bringing it on. It's time for show notes. You've all been warned. It's time for show notes.
Whoa.
Wow. All right. Okay. Time for show notes. First off, we gotta show the latest Snorter Poopus critter. Let's see. Where's Snort's thing here? What?
Never mind.
Is that the creature in your head making you laugh, John?
Yes. That is the let's see. The effects of all the dust around here. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll call it that.
Snorter Poopus says, take care every human, dolphin, doggo, Dalek, ferret, eagle, hedgehog, and Borneo ninja slug.
Oh, come on.
TM, the wholly owned subsidiary of the dolphinwars.com.
Nighty night, Snort.
Yeah.
Mighty night, Snorty.
Yeah. It's a thing, John. It's
Is
a
it?
thing.
It really is.
It's a thing.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Okay, note to self, do not go to Borneo.
Oh man, that's
What's that called again? The ninjas?
Borneo ninja slug.
Good
That
grief.
is
Yeah,
that is definitely not delicious.
yeah, that is Borneo is an island. Yeah.
I
It's
still
on-
ain't going there.
Yeah, it's I think it's north of Indonesia.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it's part of that island chain, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I know it's Southeast Asia. I just was not sure quite where.
Sandra says, good night, everyone. Be sure to do a pod raid on Fetch Show, and there's the link.
Yeah. Nighty night, Sandra.
Yeah. All right. So that is the Borneo Ninja Slug. All right. So, show notes. Coming up on Wednesday, we review more of the Fantastic Four. On the 11th, we've got a jewelry creator, Jennifer McEnroth. She will be talking about the jewelry she makes.
Cool.
On the 18th, the one, the only KR Companion comes to visit us to talk to talk about Knight Rider.
Cool.
And on the 25th, the Not Ready for Pod Time players do the next installment of All's Fair on our favorite radio show, Radio KDTV.
Very good. Very
Yep.
good.
So that is what's coming up on the okay. FKHC. All right. Okay. Let me put this up. This is the link that Tim put up. God, Tim and Legion Legatus Legion are just the most amazing researchers.
Yep.
They're just absolutely amazing. All right, here is. Yep, there's Borneo.
Ah. It's the big ugly one in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's a little off shade. Ooh, sharks. Sharks.
Nummies.
Let's see. All right. Oh, it is that big. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was smaller than the other islands. Huh. Wow. All right. So there's Borneo. Okay. So those are the Wednesday shows for June. On July 9th, we have Raquel SSG 221 coming on to talk about her channel.
Very cool. I like her voice.
Oh, fantastic. Raquel's a guest. It's great.
Yep. We've got on Saturdays for June and July. Just because we'll continue to be on Saturday. I don't foresee any missions, any away missions. And I'm not going to say it. I will let the image say it itself. This is what's coming up on the next theme. This is what's coming up on the next theme show on June 7th.
Oh no, don't tell me it's not.
I'm not even going to say this.
Please
I will let the image speak for itself.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to stock up on eclairs.
Now I see that's why I can't say it. It just I've been saying it. Yeah, no. Yes, that's what we're going to expect this coming Saturday.
Maybe I shouldn't come on next week.
Oh yes, you should.
Maybe I shouldn't be here this year.
I don't blame you if you don't.
I remember the last time. Make extra for Snorty. Yes. And I'm still pondering the July and August themes. I got to figure those out. And we are 26 episodes away from episode 400.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. I think it's still going to, I'm thinking that based on that, it's probably going to be late. My God, we're already talking about shows in late September and October. Wow.
Yeah. We're going to party like it's 399.
Yeah. We got June's coming up tomorrow. Wow.
Yeah.
Let me get this off. Okay, so that is show notes for the month of June and part of July. I'm still working on some things for July.
Okay.
Also, a plug for the Air Race Classic that will be coming up. So I'll start bringing up links so we could start monitoring the race
Yeah.
for people.
Cool.
Right. All right. So let's start winding down so that we can get to the FET show.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank everybody who was here. Let's see. Gotta make some changes here. And okay, we had Herc 130 Hooby
Awesome.
here. We had Old Man Bird was here.
Mhm.
Thank you for being here, sir. We had let's see. I haven't seen. Wonder where Phantom Outsider is. He hasn't been on now for a while. I hope he's okay.
Yeah. I know he got his paperwork and all that stuff done. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's maybe gone on a trip or something.
I don't know. Stuart, do you know? We had the great, fantastic, wonderful Pudgy Hedgehog.
Yay!
Yay. We had a Swift -1.
Mhm.
And I'm as soon as I can figure out how to load a go ahead.
But by the way, Pudgy, he is live on Twitch right now.
Yes, he is.
Ah,
Yes, he is. Yep. And like I said, we had Swift -1. I'm going to load a short from the car show
mhm.
as soon as I can figure out how to do it on using my computer because I'm using a camcorder.
Ah,
I know it's ancient technology, but
not at all.
I wanted to see if it is different than using the iPhone to make videos. Okay, now the Lifeguard Corps. We've got our producer Sandra, who is here. We've got Trike, the official dog of King Dolphin TV.
Yep.
Wendy Webb was here. And
Cool.
Colby. And Colby. We had okay. Snort said he saw him yesterday, I think, on the Mrs. Dadman show. Okay.
Ah,
I got to see why he's kind of taking a hiatus from coming on here. But you're probably right. He's probably now that his paperwork's done.
enjoying the fruits of his intense labor.
Yep. Okay. We had Agent Pepsi 1 from a ranch in Texas.
Ah,
We had FKHC 2005.
mm-hmm.
We had Legatus Legionii. Lenrod was here.
Awesome.
We had Max Redstone on the panel.
Cool.
Yeah. And let's see here.
What is that? Can either of you two hear it? Either of you hear this kind of
I hear a kind of a ticking.
wait a minute.
fast-paced ticking or tapping noise?
Hang on.
Yeah, I hear it.
Is it gone now?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
stopped.
Okay, that's my microphone cord too close to the printer.
Okay.
I didn't think you guys could hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me put that behind there.
All right. And we have Snort up, Poopas! Cuber. Dot screen. Hashtag roar. What's this? Snort up, Poopas. Snorter Pooper says he's accusing me of many things of which I am innocent. Maybe he's hiding from me. Oh, don't poke. Remember, never, never, never poke the bear.
Yep.
Either of us. Either of us.
Give him candy
Yeah.
and then back away slowly.
Very slowly. And FKHC 2005 with a $2 super chat who says, boom.
Uh-oh.
I get to say it. I get to say it again. And Sandra said, I just uploaded my first video to my own channel. Trike is there for posterity. Hail Trike. And Sandra says, thank you, FKHC, for supporting the Dolphin. All right, great show. We will see you on Wednesday. Night, Snort. All right, so that is, oh, Fez dropped off, or Fez is mute. Snorter Poopus makes his, All right. All right, well, thank you, Fez, better late than never, for making a cameo.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
see.
late
I
tonight.
see how things are going now. You know, you get famous, you get your name out there. And
Nah.
I'm
it's
the
just
farm.
been-
I'm the farm team for everybody now.
I wouldn't say that. But no, it's just things have been happening around here lately, and the opportunity for things to get cleaned up, cleared up. I finally got the grass mowed. It was about 3 feet high.
Oh, don't remind me. I think I have to do mine as soon as stuff stops raining.
Yeah.
and wind
Well,
stops blowing.
that's the challenge. Is I had to fit it in between rainstorms and do half a row at a time. Otherwise, the mower clogs up.
Mhm.
And of course, most of my lawn is going uphill,
Mhm.
or it's going where there's rocks or trees that fell down. On and on and on. It gets ridiculous.
Well,
and then last night I finished, what was it, 7 pages of an essay that I had forgotten about for Grand Lodge that was due today.
Mhm.
So that took me until about 4 or 5 in the morning.
Mm.
So it's been a weird day.
Ah,
I'm trying to get things done for mother and all that. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's been crazy.
ah,
Hopefully things will calm down soon.
ah. Okay. Yeah, I've got a sinkhole in my front yard from probably a former tree.
Ah,
Yeah, and that's the hardest. And I'm lower from my neighbor's lot,
yeah.
so I've got a hill at times that tends to give the old ticker a little workout.
Yeah, be careful of that. As far as the sinkhole goes, put a little clay around the bottom and sides of it and make that a summer home for the koi fish.
That's an idea. That's an idea. The
Hail
garden,
koi.
the garden area is so overgrown and full of self-planted trees. It's awful. Yeah. Let's see. Dalek. All right. So thank you, John, for being here. Better late than never.
Yep. Thank you. It's always a pleasure, Raymond. I'll be
Yep.
around. Don't
All
worry.
right. All right.
All right. I got to run.
Yep.
It's,
We'll be
pre-show time.
We'll be seeing you.
Take care, everybody.
See you, Fez.
See you,
See you,
Fez.
Dalek.
And Dalek, thank you for being here and help. And we commiserated with about the doctor. But it's always a good time when you're here.
Yeah, it's always a great time when I am here. Yeah, it's a pleasure as always. And
And we'll see. Anything you got to plug?
Not too much. Probably just the usual thing about. But hopefully soon I'll get back to streaming. I'll do some chilling chats where you can come come in and chat with me, or I'll play some more games and or perhaps get around to doing some reviews with me to do. So just keep an eye for all that.
All right.
And please subscribe to my channel.
All righty. And there's his channel. All right. So that is it for tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. And I will look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week. I love you all. You take care. Bye.
Good night.